was sus.
I am doing more with less. Trust in feel he's the best. Now sign your chest, I am stirring Satya. Listen to me.
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our and so everything that we're doing with our content, with our
never underestimate the power of the Schwartz.
Sir, do we get the win this time?
Grinders! Mound up. Hit that like button, Grinders. We'll be starting in just 2 minutes. And guess what? Got a new jam for you.
Another one.
Oh, yeah. Hit that like button. Share it out. Get ready, Grinders. We got a new intro jam coming to you live. Let's go. Here it is. Make it burn.
I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. 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 I'ma make it burn.
Where's the lamb sauce?
What's up, Grinders? How's everybody doing out there? Hit that like button. We are going live. We are live. Here we go. Bachelor Grindhouse to start off with, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Shout out to all the VIPs coming on in and the other grinders. JK Gaming, Nick, Amanda, Mixer, Twisted Sync, Kratos 99, Steady Flow. New VIP grinder right there. Thrifty, how you doing, man? Pleasure speaking with you last week on the Saltiest Gaming Podcast. 8K, Ryan. Carol, how you doing? Yeah, boy. Ryan, I said that. RP Gaming. Josh Ayers. Jay Summers. JC. Wanna. CD Gaming. Nick. The Game Night. Wild Wolf. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Nick. Billy Akira, how you doing? Shout out to everybody coming on in. Xbox Series Excitement. Oh my God. Ghost to New Orleans. Yo. Excellent time to be a gamer. That's right, Ghosts. Hell yeah. Bill, how you doing? Mass Produce BV. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Yeah. Leech, how you doing? Yes, sir. Marino, how you doing? Mariano, I think it's Mariano. Campilinglongo. I don't know. Mariano. How's everybody doing, man? I hope you like that new tune. I made it myself. I made it all myself. With the Make It Burn. Get some intro music. Enough of that. But anyway, first, before we get into everything, I just want to thank everybody. As you know, last week, if you were on the show live on, I think it was Wednesday, we hit 2,000 subscribers live. And I want to thank everybody for everything, all the support, everything that you do here on this channel. The likes, the shares, the super chats, the memberships, just chatting in there. I thank you so much, man. What's up, Jenna Hayes? Worldwide Studios. Quality Studios, yes. But yes. T. Harris, how you doing, man? Mr. Rock, Ray Rock. Yes, it's fight music, man. We got fight. We're fighting. Game Night 1, 2, 3. What's up? Thank you, Game Night. Thank you for all your support as well, man. Oh, thank you. Yeah, be jamming. What's going on? My headphones. Oh, shit. And before, also, too, hold on. Let me just fix this. All right. That sounds better there. Yeah, also, too, I'm going to put a plug in next week. At least I'm fires here. Next week, I'm going to be going to PAX East. Yes, keep it locked here. Do coverage of the show floor. I will be there. Sucks. They just said we have to wear masks. Oh, damn it. What's up, Geo Knows? We hit 2,000 subs and 50,000 VIP members. Yeah, I don't know how that worked exactly. I shared the numbers. I'm sharing the numbers. But yeah, we're going to PAX next week. I'll be on the show floor on a Friday and Saturday. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Last year was a little down because it was the first year back. We'll see who's there this year. It used to be huge, man. It used to be like Sony would be there huge with VR demos. And man, it definitely got scaled down. They use like half the expo center. But, I'm going to be doing video. I got all the equipment for it. I am going to do some live streams there and maybe even a podcast or so. Also, if you go in there, hit me up on the Twitters. Maybe we'll hang out, meet up, walk around the show floor. Maybe you'll be even on the Gaming Great House channel if I'm live. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But PAX East next week. So we'll be seeing how that goes. And then, so Monday I'll talk more about it. Maybe I'll do a predictions, kind of like what I think will be there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Frog said he'll be a little late tonight. Trying to get some people on, but it is everybody seems to be gaming. That's right. Wear a Phil Spencer mask. Dude, I do have the mask that I could put on. I could be like Phil Spencer, walk around handing out Game Pass sign handouts. I could be doing that. Sir, you're here about 2 years of Game Pass. Dude, that's how that's how I got Game Pass for like almost like a year. Was that I kept going up. They had a booth there. And when I went, it was PAX. It was right before COVID. It was the one right before it. They had a booth there. They had a guy sitting there at the beginning of the line. The line was kind of empty, and they had like 4 demos, and of like indie games. It was like that Drill Miners game or something like that. It was a bunch of indie games. It was like discover your next game on Game Pass, and I was what's up, Clay Boys? Good to see your chats are working. You know, so I was like, the guy at the booth was like, hey, so do you know about Game Pass? And I'll have to act dumb. I know what Game Pass is. Shit, I've been podcasting for about a year or so. 2 years. I know what Game Pass is. But I didn't tell him that. I played dumb. I was just like, who is this Game Pass? Who is this Game Pass? And he goes, well, you don't know about Game Pass? Let me tell you about it. I got to get David on. I know. I've tried to get some people on. They weren't able to get on tonight. And I definitely going to get David on. That's right, Toast. I will. So I went up to this Game Pass. My Game Pass story. Let me tell you my Game Pass story. So the guy's sitting at the booth, right? And he just sits there. And you got to sell you Game Pass. And you have to ask, like, who is this Game Pass? Like, what's it about? And he tells you, it's like, oh, this is the subscription. You can play any of these games here that you're seeing at the demo showcase. If you hit that little TV screen, it'll randomize a game and it'll tell you what you might like in Game Pass. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, here's a month of Game Pass. And I was like, oh, great. And then I would leave, and I would come back again, like later in the day, and I was like, hey, who's this Game Pass thing? And they'd be like, oh, you don't know about Game Pass? Here's another one. And I kept stacking up these Game Pass. They were monthly Game Passes, and I used them for like the whole freaking year. It was crazy. Like, I would just use them for the whole year, like, because I just kept stacking these Game Pass things. Then there was that booth, and I was getting I got like 3 or 4 like Game Passes, because over the last couple of days, I just kept going up there saying, who's Game Pass? It sucked that I got to hear the story about Game Pass. I'm like, yeah, I know what it is, but I got to act dumb. Then they had a booth with Chips Ahoy. And the Chips Ahoy was, you sit there, it was a Sea of Thieves booth with Chips Ahoy marketing. And they were giving out free Chips Ahoys. And because, Chips Ahoy, Ahoy, Sea of Thieves, what a marketing, incredible filmness. There it is. So I went to this thing, and another one, exactly. I was up there. I was like, I just got another one, and I was just like, keep giving me those things. Give me another one. I was like, give me another one. And he's like,
Another one.
so I go there. I got with a fake mustache. I'm there with a fake mustache. I'm like, actually, Nick, I had the finger mustache on. I just put a finger mustache on. Because they had to give away Game Pass. They didn't give a shit. It was the same person. I just went up there with the finger mustache. I'm like, oh, hey, who is this with the finger over my mouth? I'm like, who is this Game Pass? And then they gave me another one. But no, I went to the Chips Ahoy booth, right? And they had, it was worth it after all. It's right, Mr. Tennis. So I went there, and then they had, you eat Chips Ahoy, you hang out there, they give you a coin, right? And then the coin, there's a vending machine, and you had to wait online for the vending machine to use the coin if you're hanging out and you answer a couple of survey questions. They're always taking data because they hear you. Up here, you hear you. And you get this coin. Then you wait online and you put it in the vending machine, and it's like a soda vending machine, but inside there are all games. Gears of War, Sea of Thieves, all game boxes, right? Let me ask you, you think you win the games? Oh, hell no. You pick out a game, it drops it from the vending machine, you open it up, and 14 days of Game Pass. Yep. There was and it was all different Game Pass codes. It was 14 days. There was a month. There was a 3-month one. And that's what it is. There wasn't the games inside the vending machine, and it was misleading because there was a line. People thinking that they're gonna get a coin and they're gonna get a game. No, you win a Game Pass. Yeah, that was the height of PAX. Because then after that, it was COVID, and then Sony didn't show up, and they said they were afraid of the 12 teraflops, and Sony didn't go there, and then it was just a Mixer booth. They stopped even having games anymore. They had Mixer. They had posters of Ninja on the booth, and that was the last E3. I think that was 2019, was just Mixer. And then the year before was 2018, when they were pushing Game Pass with a box of underwears from goddamn Walmart. This is not even on topic, but it always is a topic because I gotta tell these funny stories. But one of these things is, speaking of Game Pass with things, I was in my local store at Target, and I found this. I was like, speaking about Game Pass, and stuff. I thought, I'll just let you guys see it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
They got remote control Forza Motorsport cars, and they come with a month of Game Pass. What is that, 25 million? 25 million. That's it. You buy an RC sports car, Forza branded, and you get a month of Game Pass. Dude, let me tell you something. The price of the car is the price of Game Pass. Like, that remote car is I think it was $10. And Game Pass for 1 month is $15. It was an ultimate. See, you can see it's ultimate. Game Pass Ultimate. Tricking little children everywhere. You get Game Pass. Dude. The Phil Ness is real, dude. Phil Ness is real. Forza Motorsport RC vehicles come with a month of Game Pass. Jesus. They can't give it away, dude. I'm like, look at this stuff. But anyway, yep. So I thought that was very interesting there. What a deal. Ladies, where's Phil? Remember he was talking about ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up. It's your order of Game Pass. You get a Game Pass. You get a Game Pass. What is Game? You don't know what Game Pass is? Just get it. You add to my subscribers. You get a Game Pass. They come with the Xbox pacifiers as well. You get Game Pass. The baby gets Game Pass. It's gonna save your family. Everybody, step right up. Game Pass to everybody. For little Johnny, little Timmy, mom and dad, save that money. And for the baby too, we got Xbox pacifiers. They come with 2 months of Game Pass. Step right up. Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. Where we need to get the subscribers because we suck. Yeah, that's about right. There we go. The children get Game Pass. Saves families. That's what they should put on the front of the boxes. It goes, it saves your family. You were in an argument with your wife. You come home with this. You go, honey, I got Game Pass. She goes, what? Let's renew our vows. You saved our family. That's what happens. You buy some nail polish, get some Game Pass. Come on, everybody. Come on. Argument with kids are not listening to you. You're like, you know what? Walk in the door with Game Pass. They go, the kids are angels. They listen. Oh, Dad, we'll do whatever you say. We'll clean our rooms. And then it's like, thanks, Game Pass. Save my family. Everybody listens to Game Pass. Saves the families, dude. If it wasn't for Game Pass, I wouldn't be gaming right now. Come on. Goddamn freelooting bastards. Twisted Sync with the 5. He goes, Microsoft says they miss Sony being at E3. Why? Does Microsoft getting off on being beaten down? Dude, that is all PR horseplay, horse maneuvers. That is all that. Twisted Sync. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, exactly. Well, they're not going to E3. That is the topic on the board. On the grinds board. 2 RC cars. What a 2000. Exactly. By 2 RC cars. Look at this stuff. Whatever. They're throwing Game Pass in with everything. Coffees and cereals. Saving families. Game Pass covers. Dude, they should just there should be a little button on there. When you play it, it goes like this.
Oh, and second coming fast. 12 minutes. You're my number one customer. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plato Requiem. Woo! First and want to play last. Smash to ground, Shroom and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Come on, come on. Oh man, oh man. Oh, I thought that greased my gears. That was pretty damn funny when I saw that there. And remember, you heard it here first. Exclusive Forza Motorsport Cars Osito. But anyway, there's the cold intro, whatever. It's like Saturday Night Live. There's our intro. Welcome to the Grind Gaming Grindhouse. But anyway, thank you for, hey man, they're saving babies, they're saving families, kissing grandmas. Phil Ness, he's an angel. Jim Ryan is the devil. He's the devil. When Jim Ryan enters, he's like this. When Jim Ryan comes in the building, where's Jim Ryan? Where is he? He comes in, he's like, oh, it's Jim Ryan. He said no deal. Here comes Jim Ryan. This is how they view him. They think he's the devil. Meanwhile, they're grabbing ass with Bobby Kotick. He's going to be part of Microsoft. But Jim Ryan's bad for trying to protect Sony. He comes in, he's like,
yes, I am Jim Ryan. I said no deal. Because I care about my company. I care about the gamers that buy my product. Does that sound so evil? They think that I'm the devil, but I'm not the devil. I'm just protecting my company. That's it. I go out there, you buy my product, and you play games on my product. Is that so bad? Like, I don't get it. They call me the devil. Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan, the devil. Are you kidding me? This is how they think about me. Meanwhile, they got that clown over there. Phil Spencer, he's like angels. He shits out halos. Yes, PlayStation rules. We do quality. You know, you pay us $70, we give you $70 worth of games. You want to know what? I tell you, the devil's greatest trick was to prove that he didn't exist. And that's exactly what Phil Spencer is doing. They call me the devil, but then when Phil Ness comes in, they're doing this stuff.
Damn, Phil Spencer comes walking in, he's like, buy the industry. The heavens open up, Phil Spencer comes in. I want to buy everybody that was everywhere. The green light. Look up into the sky, the green light. But yeah. Anyway. God damn, Phil is the savior. The heavens open up. He shits on everybody and leaves, dude. He's the devil. He's the devil. Phil, tell us those games. Play that shit flute, Phil. This chases Phil away when they get, yeah. Now we need the flute. There it is. Here it comes. Does that sound like heavenly music? This is the flute. Does that sound heavenly? What's that? Jim the Devil Ryan, like. Oh man, I don't even know what the hell I'm covering there. Anyway. God damn. The hell was I gonna talk about? Holy, get into this whole goddamn expose here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I came looking for booty.
Yeah, me too. Where is he? Where is he? I think we found Booty. Actually, I found him. I had a sighting of Booty. We got a sighting of Booty. So, stay tuned for that one. So, first topic on the grinds board. The Last of Us season finale. No spoilers. All right? I won't do any spoilers here. So, listen. This thing This show did the last 2 episodes were awesome. Hit that like button, everybody. For Jim the Devil Ryan. So, where was it over here? Shout out to J-Dub. J-Dub, if you're out there, welcome on. Last of Us season finale scores 8.2 million viewers, dude.
You're my #1 customer.
This thing is bigger than the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones or something like that. The first 5, like, this show is monstrous. The viewership, and this was going against, they went up against the Grammys and the Oscars. And the Oscars were last night, and they made those numbers, which is pretty crazy. And they're saying that their first 4 episodes are averaging about 30 to 40 million. Their first episode is saying 40 million people have watched it already. Listen, this show, absolutely amazing. I thought they did a great job with the storytelling, with the effects, and the set design was bar none. It brought, listen, there were parts, oh man, I keep saying listen, but there were parts to this show that ripped from the movie, but the actors played it so well that it made you feel that emotion again. And there was even some scenes where they made Joel much more sensitive in this. Like, his change was very apparent in this show. Like, they made him much more, you could see his character evolve very, very apparently, where I felt like in the game he was definitely still much more of a hard case. Like, he's still tough. And that's right. It beat the Oscars when Pedro Pascal was a presenter, Matty Beast. That's right. In Game Night 123 says, Phil provides no games. He's an angel from the heavens. Jim Ryan provides games, and he's a devil sent from the pits of hell. There you go. There's the summary of that skit right there. The lobby. Oh, wait. All right. Do I got people in the lobby? Hold on. Is it not open? Yo, Link, go into the waiting room. I'll pull you in. I don't know what's going on here. And that's the other thing. I opened up the Discord so everybody could join the Discord, but that's why I locked the show so not the whole, Grinds crew jumps on the thing. So, Link, just go into the waiting room and I'll pull you in. I don't know this thing. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the VIP grinders their own Discord there, and I just linked it up. So I'm just trying to learn some Discord. So bear with me on that grinders. So I'm definitely, because I want to give more perks to the members that we got, especially everybody's been
You're
here
my
for a long time.
#1 customer.
I want to grow that as well. So let's see. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, good. So yeah, just do the grinders. Anybody that was in the thing. Hey, Link, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I'm trying to learn Discord. I'm trying to fix it. I sent out the Discord link, everybody, so you could join in. But yeah, that's what I did. So I don't know. I thought I gave you the show. I'll fix it after. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
Did you see that season finale?
Absolutely watched it last night.
Absolutely. So what did you think? You think that they did a good job with the whole
great
series?
They did it. They did a great episode with the series. Couple critiques, the episode with Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they did? The pacing was off with the whole series. They took too long on certain stuff, and then at the end, those episodes were very short, and they rushed through some of those moments. But they did capture pretty much everything that they should have in the last episode, last 2 episodes, the main stuff. But those 2 episodes were like 40 minutes each.
I know the last 2 episodes.
And then the episode with Bill and Frey, that was like an hour and a half. So I felt like they just spent a little bit too much on side stuff and not enough time on the main plot. Not enough Infected. The Infected didn't play much of a role in the show. You barely saw him. So, there's some critique in there. But overall, man, video game adaptation to a television show, this is the best I've seen by far. They nailed it. I wasn't sold on Joel and Ellie's. I was pretty good with Pedro Pascal. I wasn't too much sold on the actor for Ellie, but she grew on me. And towards the end of the show, I bought it. Yeah. So they nailed it, man. I'm going to give them a solid 8.5 out of 10 for the whole season. I think that they did an excellent job of putting it on the big screen. And for the most part, they adapted it very well. And you saw that they said the second game is going to be multiple seasons, because I knew there's no way they can cover that second game. And the game is twice as long.
Yeah, and I got some. There's no way. I got a prediction. You can let me know what you think. But first, I was going to say, you're right. Like, I totally agree that they hit the major story beats. They did not. They did not divert where it mattered. Like they did it
Right.
point for point, and
Where it mattered, yeah.
Dude, the setting, I can't. Well, I was in shock when they did that giraffe scene, where it was like down.
I didn't think they were going to do it.
Dude, it was incredible.
I did not think they were going to do that.
It was incredible. Like they had that thing ripped right out from the game. Like the set design, I think, was bar none. Like when they talk about
just from the game,
incredible. Like the set, everything that they did. But I do agree. Like the thing that drops it down some points for me, like around an 8.5 or so, because that's what I was at last week. I think that some of the points were that I think they need to be more infected. I wanted to see more of the clickers. Like they showed the clickers in the second episode. They should have showed them like again at all. Like they only were in the second episode. And then like basically there should have been more of those combat sequences, because there was some iconic scenarios where there was some combat. Like one of them, like obviously, was when he gets hit with the car and they're in that gas station and those raiders are coming after them and stuff. Well, they're in that convenience store, and they should add some more tropes of kind of those things. I think somebody was saying like the bus station was something in the last one, like having some of those things. But I gotta say, the way they did the ending, and we all know, if you ever played The Last of Us, the ending and stuff, the hospital at the end, they really set home a point. He has gone mad. Like they really emphasized how visceral he was in the hospital with the final episode, where you kind of play the game. They really, and not maybe because you're controlling it and you think that's part of the game, that you think that, hey, I'm just shooting up people and stuff, but like the way they presented it made it look like, you know, he was out. That they made it look like where there may be repercussions for this. But I think they did a fantastic job. I think that the actors, both of them, Bella Ramsey, absolutely incredible. And what's insane, I got my wife to watch this, so we were watching this, right? And when she heard what's her name, Ashley Johnson, she's like, "Oh my God, she sounds just like Ellie." I'm like, "That is Ellie. Like that is Ellie." And that scene was absolutely incredible too. But Ashley Johnson, yeah, and yeah, I was like, yeah, and Bella Ramsey sounds exactly like, because that my wife doesn't know, like know what's crazy? She watched me play that giraffe scene, and when she saw that, she's like, wow, that looks exactly like the game, and they're saying the same exact things. So let's just get into, like they said about the next season and stuff. My thing is, this is my thing, and Grinders, you could tell me what you think about this. So I think that they split up the next game into 2 seasons, and they know Abby's coming, but I think that's the first season. The second season 2 is you find out about Abby and her backstory. Here, this breakdown. I was thinking about this after I watched the show. I was like, you have Abby and her backstory, like where she goes from, what happened to Joel did, and there's some little things people are trying to pick her out in the hospital, like as one of the nurses in the back, or somebody running that Joel didn't shoot. They think she was a nurse. Junos, I know. Like they like took.
No, I don't think.
I don't think that's
Abby,
her.
The actual character was in the scene. No.
But like
now,
people
I
trying
think
to find
the
her.
actress that played Abby in the game is one of the people in the
doctor.
Yes,
yeah, right. Yeah,
but I don't think they put Abby on screen. So,
but there's like somebody sitting back here, one of the nurses, and like, oh, that could be Abby. But this is right here. This is the voice of Abby. I forgot her name. Was it?
I don't remember her name.
Know. They know.
But no, because if you do it like the game, you didn't see her in the first.
No,
game.
you didn't. You didn't even know she existed.
They're gonna do a flashback when you see her running into the room, finding her dad murdered, and everything like that. And he left a couple of those doctors alive, so they're going to be able to tell exactly what happened.
He left the nurses alive.
But
what's pretty crazy, in the game, you don't have to shoot them. You only had to shoot the doctor. You could leave the nurses there and don't shoot them, which is pretty crazy because he didn't shoot them in the game. Like, you choose to shoot everybody if you want. You just take Ellie and leave. But they just bow down and go, "Don't shoot me, Laura Bailey." That's who it is. Yeah, that's her too. Incredible job, like incorporating the real people in the game, even Marlene and everything like that. And so my thing is that they do Abby's backstory. They show where it leads from here, and then what they do is they show like she's on the hunt for Joel, right? And then on Joel's end, they show Joel and Ellie kind of going through their life there, Ellie finding love and all that other stuff, and Joel getting the music and their relationship, but then also that lie building up, and I could see that kind of happening maybe midway in the season or something like that, where he confronts her, or she confronts him and asks really what happened, and then she doesn't want to deal with them anymore, and they fight within the season, and then near the end, when she's just kind of accepting what he did, that's when Abby finds him and does the dirty deed.
I don't think so.
And then they end season 2.
Happens. That can't be, because that's only a couple hours into the game.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Abby
matter. They're
kills
going to go
Joel
out,
like
but
2
they'll
hours
do
into the game.
flashbacks.
No, they can't do it that way. They're going to have to do that within the first couple of episodes, because the majority of Last of Us Part 2 is Ellie and Abby's journey quest. Well, Ellie's quest for revenge. They're not going to do They're not going to do a 10, 12 episode season and end it with Joel dying. Joel is the catalyst for what happens in the whole thing. They're not going to do that.
They dragged out with Bill episodes and side episodes.
No, they're not going to do it. They're not going to take 2 hours worth of material and drag it out to 12 episodes, 10 episodes. Not going to do that.
Oh my God, what the hell? I didn't mean to hit that. But
they're not going to jazz that. You played the game. That happened within the first
but
2 hours.
they already said they're going to, and I'm going to tell you another thing too. Now,
if they do that, it's going to have to be like 5 seasons. They're not going to do that.
No, because think about if they end season 2 with Joel dying, and then season 3 is the Abby and Ellie battle.
I played through this game like 10 times. I'm telling you, that happens.
You think they want to kill Pedro off that quick, like 2 episodes?
Pedro's going to die. He's going to die. They have to do it that way.
I can't do
He's going to die. Yes, they're not going to stretch out 2 hours worth of content into 10 episodes.
They'll drag it
There's
out.
There's not enough material. Yes, there's not enough
They'll
material.
They'll make material, dude. They did the whole
no,
Bill
they're
story.
not. No,
and anyway, what I'm trying to...
They're not going to do that.
But what I'm trying to say is like there were flashbacks, right? When Joel and Ellie, that came later in the game. They could kind of pull stuff that happens after Joel dies.
That would totally throw the pacing off in the story.
No, they could do a whole Abby story about like her relationship, all that shit that you found out in the middle of the game.
You cannot take 2 hours worth of content and stretch it out into
flashback.
12 hours. You can't. No, that would totally throw the story off. That honestly, the shock of Joel dying early into that is the shock. That is they have to do it that way because you're not expecting it. When I played through the game the first time, and Joel got his fucking head bashed in.
That's a finale. That's a season finale, dude. I'm sorry. The way I'm writing it is season finale.
Let me just finish this. When this happens, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because you're not expecting. If Joel is going to die.
Yeah, but how do you come back from that, though? Like, if they do that in episode 3.
Joel, this is what you don't. Joel is not the focal point of The Last of Us. It's Ellie. It's not Joel's story.
Yeah, but I think you got to build up Abby in order for Abby to be there. You can't just you can't just show Abby at a random killing Joel.
You don't have the impact if you don't do it the way they did it in the second game. There's no way you're gonna go a whole season and then there's not content there.
Josh says there's 5 years behind the games, dude. They got flashbacks.
They're not gonna. Yeah, but
they got time, dude. They got flashbacks.
There's not 5. It wasn't like 5 years. I think it's like 3 or 4. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing. Only thing we got in that flashback was Ellie going to the hospital trying to get answers. That's it.
No,
and
they got the flashback where they went to the space thing.
I was about to say that.
Oh, okay.
I was the scene, but that's inconsequential. That doesn't add to the story. But what I'm telling you is, you have to kill Joel within the first couple of episodes. That is what the catalyst that starts the whole story of The Last of Us Part 2. Without that happening early into the story, you don't have The Last of Us Part 2. You don't have it.
No, I agree. That is the whole point of Last of Us Part 2 is her vengeful thing on there. I agree.
And then seeing Abby's reasoning for why she wanted her revenge. The whole thing is about revenge. It's not about Joel.
So you think
Joel
that
is
doing the reveal, like the the game, is more impactful than them kind of showing who this Abby person is?
They're not. You can't show us Abby first because you got to hate Abby. This is.
I'm thinking now. You're right. You got to hate Abby. You got to think she's.
You don't know Abby. You don't know who she is. All you know is she shows up and she fucking kills Joel, right? You hate Abby.
Oh.
You have to have that happen so that then you can play as Ellie and try to get your revenge, right? Because you hate this person, right? And then they're going to flip it on you and put you in Abby's shoes and show you why she did this. You can't go a whole season
knowing that she's hunting. I got it. That
exactly.
So wait, Wild Wolf comes up with a good thing. He says they could do it my way, the way I was thinking, if they don't tell you that Abby's dad was the doctor. They just make her like she's this rogue group of people. And that's
how they do it at first. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know why she
I think
kill Joel, right?
Yeah, and maybe like a mid-season they kill him. Mid-season. And then they move on to season 2.
Then it's going to have to be like 3 seasons. It's going to have to be like 3.
They said it's going to be 3 seasons. They said they're not doing it all. The second game is
multiple.
Not
they didn't say. You could do it in 2, but what
I
I'm
think
saying is there's you're gonna have to kill Joel within the first 3, maybe 4 episodes. He's got to die because you don't gain that hate for Abby. Well, we know what happens, right?
Yeah.
But for the most of the people that are watching the show are people that don't know what the story is. So they have grown to love they've grown fond of Joel and his love for Ellie, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to rip that away from them in the beginning and get them to hate this character, Abby.
Yeah.
You know, they have to do it that way. So
no, you're right. I think
I don't
they
know.
gotta make you hate
they
Abby.
They do it the way you're doing, but I think with Neil being directly involved in this, I don't think he's going to let them.
And the reason why I was thinking that thing was because of the way they dragged out a couple episodes in this.
They did drag out
like a couple of side characters. Like I agree. Like some of the side characters, like even the Bill thing, and even that lady that was part of the Raiders and stuff like that, building her whole backstory as to her brother was this, and that's why she's going after the other guys. And she only lasted for an episode. I'm like,
I would have much rather given Tess more time than somebody like her because she don't even really matter. She dies, she gets killed.
Yeah, like they didn't really build her up either. They built up these side. They kind of spent time on these side characters when we could be working with seeing Jolie and Ellie doing some combat or something like that. And instead, they spent a lot of time on these characters that only lasted an episode or an episode and a half, and then they're gone. It's like, well, okay, that's why. Like, just tell me people are chasing them. I don't need to know the ins and outs that her brother was this and that. Like, it just seemed to take away time away from Joel and Ellie, and I did feel that a couple of times.
Now, with Sam and Henry, I was okay with that because
no, that was good. But I mean, the girl, that lady, the leader.
Oh hell no! I don't
That's what I'm talking about. Like her, even Bill.
Like a mouse. I don't know who's. I mean,
I don't know her name because she died in the episode and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So like they spent so much time on her interrogating the doctor, trying to figure out like really we could have spent more time in maybe Joel and Ellie fighting some clickers, you know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll move on to the next topic. But I think it was an excellent show, quality, incredible, and let's see if they keep that up with the rest of the games that they're going to make.
I hope they do.
I hope so, and it's going to be a gold standard. And I think this again, people do not know better until they're shown better. Steve Jobs said this. Now you see how to do. We can't deny this was a true, the great show based off a video game. I think The Witcher 2 did it well. Witcher Season 2, I think The Witcher was doing it pretty well. But this was a much beloved franchise that had very particular character development and storytelling. The Witcher was open world. There was some general stuff you could get away with it. I think this was very intriguing. This was very touchy. You had to get people that were passionate about this because this is a very sensitive story and a very particular story with beloved characters. This could have went AWOL or could have been incredible, and it went incredible. This is a Kathleen, thank you, GeoNose Gaming. See, there we go. That was the lady's name. But this is better quality. This shows you that it can be done. Video gaming adoptions from other mediums does work. So when we're given a Master Chief naked in his ass, like, that doesn't help gaming. That shows that, oh man, it's one of those another video game shows, a cash grab, you know? But now it just shows that they didn't do the right thing.
It shows that they put some time and effort into it. And they also got the creators directly involved in the show, which is something that doesn't generally happen with these adaptations. These studios buy the rights to it or contract the rights out, and they just butcher the shit. You know,
no Steve Downs, like the voice of Master Chief, was in the Chief thing. Nothing, no, like, you know, any sergeant, any of the characters that played the voice actors or anything were in that show. That show was like a made-for-TV sci-fi movie, even though they had to make it on Paramount Plus because Sci-Fi probably wouldn't show Master Chief's ass. So they had to make it on Paramount Plus. But, you know, that just shows the quality aspect, and it goes right alongside their first-party games, along with Sony's first-party game. They're different levels. And so now the next topic, the PSVR. So I want to shout out this game, dude. I saw somebody on Twitter playing this game, PSVR, dude. And it is called Synth Riders. Oh, man. Let me see. Where is it? Let me make sure I got this thing here. Dude, yeah, I can't play it because it's like some licensed music. But this is like one of those VR music games. I'm like, and you choose a whole bunch. There's all different songs. There's some DLC here. The game is $25. Dude, I was playing this all day. Okay? So they got different songs and things like that. This is the menu selection. It's slick as hell. I definitely recommend this so far. If you like those kind of like waiting for Beat Saber, this I feel like is definitely has a little bit more motion than Beat Saber does. But I've been rocking this game. I'll show you some of the gameplay here. So when you choose your song, you go in there. There's different, so just to show the idea here, what it is. So you got these two colored orbs in your hand, right? These balls. And as these other waves come to you, you could punch, you could go play by force, or you could touch it, right? And you hit the beats. And then they got also beats where you actually have to keep it on the line, right? Dude, is it better or worse than Drums Rock? Okay, I'm going to tell you this is better than Drums. Those are different games. Guitar 1, I think Drums Rock, Guitar's number 2, and this, I would say, beats them both out. This has some incredible music, and you don't get the sensation here, but let me get into like when I was really jamming. Yeah, these are the tutorials. Let me get to when I was really jamming here. I put on normal. Here's the normal. So you dodge your head on certain ones. Oh, yeah, I was failing purposely here. So here we go. Let me just get some good video here. This one. So, man, you feel the beat, dude. And you don't get the sensation here by seeing this in 2D, but the vibration and this stuff coming at you in 3D, it's a rush. It is a rush. Beat your balls. That's right, Veggie. Beat those balls. So they got walls here that you dodge your head. And also, when you see yellow, you have to put your hands together. All right? And then you move your hands around. That's when you put your hands together when it's a yellow orb. Then they got green ones, which are freestyle. That you choose either your left or right hand to be the color for that green section. But in reality, you're pretty much dancing. Like, you're moving with the beat and stuff. And, like, these ones where you move your arm to ride the rails, you're doing, like, a dance move. Like, you're kind of dancing, I'm sure. But I don't see myself dancing. But, like, it is intense. And you could just do accuracy based off of where you put the ball, like, when you're hitting the beat. Or you could do force, which means you could punch them. So it basically would be like airboxing. So the harder you hit them, the more points you get. So if you punch. So it's like basically like an exercise type punching thing. But the haptic feedback with this, it is a rush. It is a rush. Incredible. Man, it is such a freaking rush. I can't wait to get back to it. That's why I want to get through. I want to get back into this thing because this is like awesome. And again, it's licensed music, so they got some licensed music. Some of them are just like synth beats, but it's all that like techno, 80s techno, things like that. Dude, yes, I know they want to see me dancing. Yes, everybody wants to see me dancing and driving. Yes, maybe one day we'll be dancing. But man, I'm gonna tell you. And then if you hit one of those barriers that you have to didn't dodge, your headset vibrates. But the visuals are crystal clear. This is like comes off very clear and very fluid and smooth. Boom. Boom. That's all I'm saying. Did I miss a super chat before? Oh, Twisted Sync, speaking about The Last of Us, he says, the games keep hitting the chart with the show. There's another thing. Yeah, the game has been super successful since the show's been on. Nick, yeah, right. It's on the charts. That is a direct correlation to the quality of that show.
Did Jez?
Yeah.
You're my number one customer.
Did Halo shoot up the charts whenever they put that show out?
No, it didn't even shoot up with season 3, by the way, which I played. Yeah. So, but I'll talk about that too. Woo. Relax your anus says $2. Can I get this on Game Pass? Let's find out. Let's see. Is this on Game Pass? Let's see.
Give me your subs, give me your
nope.
money, for games. It's all on Game Pass. Realness is real. We need the company. Trust me, it's all on Game Pass. Let me sign your back.
There you go. So there's the things that you can dodge. And it's a reflective floor, and they got all different types of backgrounds and stuff like back to this. But yeah, this is not on Game Pass now. This is some quality stuff. But man, there's moves like when you're doing a rail, like you're grinding a rail, and you have to like go under and stuff like that. Like it is awesome. I tell you, dude, it is awesome. You got that. So that game I definitely recommend for $25. I know that Switchback VR comes out. Link, you hyped for that one? Getting on that roller coaster? Shoot those zombies.
I don't even know what that is, man.
That's the one where you sit on the horror roller coaster and you shoot the
Who's making it?
The guys that make Supermassive, that make the Until Dawn.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that comes out Thursday.
I heard about it. Okay.
Yeah, that comes out Thursday.
Maybe I'll get it.
Dude, I'm getting that. And then where's the other thing? Oh, and then I have to show everybody this one. You're gonna kick out of this one, everybody. Because I meant to do this like 2 weeks ago to show you guys gameplay. Dude, this is the Swordsman VR. Yo, I picked up another sword. This is pretty wild, too. Hold on. You just hear the swords clanking. You don't see anything. Look at this. Dude, this is some serious stuff. Look, I picked up the guy's sword that I killed. And I started throwing at his feet. Look at that! Ow, ow, ow! Smack him in the head. Give him that finesse. He's trying to get... Look, I picked up the sword and I was throwing it at his legs. Because that's what I would do in medieval times. And that's what I mean. VR gives you that flexibility, man. See, look, I could throw it at his leg, stun him, and then give him an ass beating in his face with the goddamn with the sword. Look at this. Smack, smack, way down that armor. I go for the legs though. There he goes. He went down, and then I gave him a what for, and then his buddy comes over now. Here's his buddy. Let's see what I do to him. He don't have all the armor though. This guy fighting Philness. Watch this. Oh, look at this. I pulled out the fist! The Fist of Fury! Victory. Quality Games 1, Game Pass 0. Where's the next one I come in? Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. All right, let's go. I got to stretch out my arms. Oh, that dude. This dude, I gave him a woof for. Let's see this guy. This guy tried to come in here with 2 months of Game Pass, and I showed him something. Watch this. He's like, sir, 2 months of Game Pass. Dude, that thing popped right off like a freaking grape. He tried to come in there with that Game Pass. I gave him a what for. Look at this. Pop! That guy's head popped right off. Who's this guy? Is this music playing? Oh, where's that music coming from? Where the hell's this music coming from? Oh, is it coming from here? Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. I stuck his arm. I don't know why. There's music playing in the background. I don't know why. Oh, this guy's he's all armored up, this guy. Is real. Look at this. He bent down and look what I stabbed. I stabbed him in the gunyons. Oh, the gunyons. Holy, yo, that is raw. I didn't realize. I forgot I did that. Holy, do you see this? I stabbed him in the gunyons. Oh, I wanted the chest. Look at this. Lift him up by his balls. Look, holy, I'm serving him on a platter. I threw him at this guy. This is raw. Man, this is some raw gaming right here. Holy crap, I forgot I stabbed him in the balls.
It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, chef.
It's raw. Come on.
Yes, chef.
Man, I gave some raw footage right there. I gave him a let's see how I do this guy. Come on in.
Raw. 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 Where's the long sauce? What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Oh, he stabbed me.
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Let's see this guy. See, I go for the face. Oh, he kicked me. I go for the legs and the face. There he goes. Oh, wait, whoa. Wait. On guard. Ha! Oh, I stuck him under the arm. Then I pick up his sword. This guy's in gold. But this Swordsman VR is pretty wild. Whoa, look at this. I picked up, see, I got 2 swords. I don't have chivalry. I don't fight with one hand behind my back. I take the sword, and I take the other sword. Look at this. Oh, man, he whooped my ass. Chivalry prevailed. Oh, this little bitch with the... Oh, I remember this guy with his little bitch-ass shield. But this is Swordsman VR, dude. Look at that. See, I go low. I go low for the legs. I have no honor when I'm sword fighting. No honor. Uh-oh. What did I do to him? Oh, look, yeah. He wants to kick me, so I chop his legs. Oh, I smack him in the face. Give him a little finesse. I'm trying to stab him right in his eyeballs. Take out his sources. Look at that. He just fails. And I pick up his shield now. Now I'm rocking. Now, this guy don't have a shield. Smack us.
Favorite.
of you are pathetic. You don't care.
Oh! Bow!
We work together as a team.
I give up, he says. And I'm like, feel this. Oh. I'm trying to parry. I like that other guy. Just I stabbed him, hurt him. I'm trying to parry. Oh, see that stab right in the chest, and then he. Greatness. Shoot the glass. But yeah, this game is pretty whack too. And it's a whole RPG type thing. Like you're in this like lobby area and all that other stuff. But yeah, I wanted to show that. That was some awesome stuff right there. But that's my VR stuff. Link, you enjoying your VR? You liking that VR?
I haven't played it a whole lot, man. I did enjoy whatever. I ain't really been playing a whole lot of games lately. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I mean, I haven't really dived into I've been stuck on that Gran Turismo when I do play it.
Oh man, see, I haven't really played that much of that stuff. I've been playing like all the other things, and Horizon. That's been.
I got Horizon. I ain't even played that yet.
Oh my god, you gotta play that. That's like the greatest thing. Where's that one? I have that. Yeah, I have my gameplay of that one too. That one's incredible. Yeah, I just got like this is so cool. You actually craft the arrows in the game. Like so, like you actually like when you have an arrow. This is the one that I want to point out too. Like just such cool things here. When you have the arrows, like you get your arrows, like you actually have to manually craft them. Like you have your feather, you got to put the feather on there. You got to put so you got to put the feather on there. Now you craft your arrows. Like this is the coolest thing. Every time you put the new tips on it, and now you have your arrows. Like even when you do a pickaxe, they make you actually craft it. Like put the pieces together and actually prepare it. You don't just hit a button or hold X to craft. You actually have to put the pieces together. Like yeah, they snap to place, but you do the actions, which is pretty damn cool. And then you fight the yeah, now I have the fire arrow, and then the other one. It's so smooth, dude. It is so smooth. And that's how you and just going into baskets and stuff and just picking out things to like, collect to and I like that in man, if they did like a Last of Us where you just open up stuff, like see you just open up this and you see things in there and you just grab it. Well, you eat the thing for health, but like you just grab all the crafting stuff. It's pretty addicting. Like you're going inside of a bin or in a drawer and actually good at physics, baby. And I hit it with my hand. Isn't that crazy? Look how crazy this is. Like I was able to take the apple and juggle it on top of the thing and then hit it with my hand. Pop. That is wild. Physics, baby. Quality. Where is it? Quality physics.
More refugees from Dawn's grasp. More machine attacks. What did you think you'd find?
You gotta play it, Link. You gotta play it. And this is how you loot. Like looting like that, that's so awesome. It's addictive.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
And what I choose to do, kitchen in my mouth. Oh damn, Nick wants super tricks. Yeah, see, like just yeah, that's so cool. He's going in things and grabbing it. Just notice how smooth this stuff is. Look at that. And you watch it go all the way down. And that was another thing, like when you get your pickaxe and stuff, like I'm like hanging off of stuff. I'm like hanging off of stuff, and like you look down and you watch your pickaxe like fall, and you just see it go all the way down.
Orin! Riddell! You there?
Yeah, this is like probably 3 hours, 2 hours in. I'm about 7 hours in now. It's a pretty big ass game. It's pretty big. This part's so cool. This is what I wanted to show. This is your first thing. This is an encounter with these birds, dude. And you'll see the way you do, you swipe with your hand to dodge them. It's so satisfying. These things are so huge, too. I gotta use the fire arrow. So you got to strafe. So you swipe your hand. And in real life, like you know, in person, it may seem silly, but like in the game, the motion with the vibration, it has like such a great feel. Like you really feel like you're dodging, like shoo, shoo. And it is satisfying when you're actually... Oh, yeah, I have to dodge it. This thing's come right from my face. In the face. The headset vibrated there.
Come on, Reyes.
I don't have any more arrows. Exactly, Brian. You know when you have the pickaxe when you're climbing a wall? Yeah, man.
Now I can hit it where it hurts.
Because that's cool, like the jumping and stuff like that. And let me grab that pickaxe. Exactly. You grab the pickaxe, and then if this guy shoots you with the look how awesome that is. Look at the draw distance of that. Look at that thing still falling. Isn't that crazy? Like it doesn't just disappear. Like it goes down. And now I'm using. Look at this. I'm using the rock as a cover. This is intense, man. This was pretty intense in VR, doing this. And if that guy shoots you, it fogs up your mask, and you got to wipe it with your hand. Do a John Cena, you can't see me type of thing. And the sound is incredible. I'm using everything for cover, even the post. Incredible, dude. This is a workout. It is, Bron. It is. Look at this guy. He's in my face. Look, he's all up in my face. Shoot right in his giblets.
They're down.
Whew.
And it doesn't look like there's any more.
That was pretty satisfying, dude. Who doesn't want something like this? Man, look, I had to record it. I was like, I gotta record that. That was awesome. But yeah, I wanted to show it. This is the gameplay I wanted to show like for the last 2 weeks that I had on there. But I wanted to let the Grindhouse see that stuff. So, yeah, definitely. Quality flutes. Yes. I know, right, Brian? Like, I know. Like, if I was doing that other thing this morning, man, I was all like, woof. I've had a workout. I was like, let me get my orange juice. Like, I was ready to go. I was like, wow, I felt like I boxed, like air boxing. And one of the things, too, before I leave the VR, and I know I'm spending a lot of time in the VR, but it's just incredible. Great. Luce just finished it. You know, doing the motions, like if you were just standing there and just swinging your arms and doing stuff and not doing it without a purpose, like standing in a room or something, just doing it, you feel silly. You're like, what am I doing? I'm dancing to the music, but hey, hands up in the air for dancing. And you're like, oh, whatever. But like, when you're immersed and you have these headsets on and things are, you know, you're in 3D and you're actually punching things and you feel it, you're doing all the stuff that if you were not in VR, you would probably not be motivated to do it. You'll be like, what am I doing? I look silly. But when you're in there, you're actually doing stuff and you're working out like subliminally. Like, if that's a word, like just subliminal workout. Like you just like I'm like punching things. I'm into the music. I'm doing this stuff. But if I was doing that in front of like a goddamn Richard Simmons video, I'll be like, it was stupid in my living room, hands up in the air, dancing to the music. But when you're in it, you're so immersed. The music, the beat, and the tactile feel. I can't get over the tactile feel. The rumble in the controllers and the adaptive triggers add such a level of immersion to everything you're doing. Like every time I'm hitting that sync beat, man, when you're hitting those things, you feel a vibration, you feel a resistance, and you feel that even when you're on the rail and your arms on the rail, you feel like you like and you get that feeling, and exactly, and capturing it too, like how smooth the PS5 capture, just capture it clean. It looks so smooth. You don't see physics and wonky and jankness, and it looks clean and clear. Loving it. I love how easy it is. Don't go. You have to go run out and get it right now. Pavlov too. I got my Pavlov thing too, but we'll move on. But yeah, it's incredible. It's so much. It's so great. And granted, if it's not every day you use it, but my God, man, Ryan wants to see the goods. Ryan wants to see the goods. You want to see me dancing. Oh, shit. So, yeah, anyway, before we get into I Played Halo, I hear some beats going on here. Somebody. Oh, damn. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's VIP Grinders. again, VIPs. We are at like tons of members. Incredible. Ah, yeah, quality splits. You know where they are. Look at all these grinders. Shout out to all the VIP grinders in here partying with Herman Holtz. We got into the Last of Us discussion, but I want to shout out to everybody. Grindhouse is fully loaded, fully packed. Hey, you want to talk about moves? Ryan wants to see the goods? Yeah, the goods. Look at all the grind. Look at them dancing. Herman Holtz, shirt off. Uso Machismo. Phil Ness in the back with Booster in his refrigerator. Let him stay back there. Bootleg Joel, get him back there. God damn it. We got to talk about that. I played Halo Season 3. Oh, shit. But first, we got to do quality drops. And thank you again, VIP Grinders. Shout out to all you. Thank you again. We're going to get you to VIP Discord so you could give me what grinds your gears. And we'll do it on the show. Sounds good. Herman Holtz needs a break. I know, man. He's splitting like crazy over there. So, I know the answer to Link's thing. If I hold on. Link did not play Halo Infinite Season 3. I don't even think any Xbox people played it. From the looks of it. Because that was the day that Lulu was going around saying that Jim Ryan said he don't want the deal to go through. And everybody cared about what Lulu said. And nobody cared about Halo Season 3. And you know what? Let's go see the how much Halo Season 3 has done to the only numbers that we have. Let's see. Halo Steam DB. Halo Infinite. Let's see the growth of Halo Infinite. Let's see. Link, what is your over and under on how many people came back to play Halo Infinite Season 3? I'll tell you that the number was floating around 7,000, 6,000 people, 5,000 people before that dropped. What do you think? Grinders, you too. You may participate. What's up, Impatient? Lulu is an Xbox exclusive. What do you think Halo Infinite Season 3 boosted up the player base for the free multiplayer Season 3? Seasonality has arrived. Halo Infinite sitting at 5,000 for over 2 years. Now has Season 3 come in. How many people are playing it? What is the number, Grinders? I will give you some thinking music while you wait. Ah! It's the flute! Link, you thinking? Everybody think hard. There's some thinking music. Let's see the numbers. How much does it go up, Grinders? It was 6,000. What does it go up to for Season 3? Phil's playing your music, dude. All right, time is up. Phil Ness flute. Curtain call. Curtain call for the Phil Ness. Please reveal the numbers. Let's see. We got C Fresh with 10 to 12,000. Jason 10,000. 25 million says Ghostface. I can tell you that is wrong. Mr. Tennis says 10,000. The Game Night coming in with a 3,000. He's actually saying they lost players. Season 3. Umar says minus 4,000. Oh, man. People are saying they lost. Betcha says 3. They're saying that they lost numbers. Sergeant says 7,000. And Patient says 5,000. Ghostface with the best number, 343. The price is right there. Let's see. Oh, man. Did I not even show? I don't even know if I even showed the Fallout. Oh, my goodness. We missed the Fallout. Yeah, the gaming, the thing on there. I'm off. Where the hell's my display thing? Phil, please reveal the numbers, please. The new season loses players. Phil, please reveal the numbers. Wait, Phil's like, wait a second. Oh, a second. He wants an encore. An encore, Phil. Phil, look at him jamming. Phil, he gave it his all at the VGAs. Phil, go, baby. Look at him go. He put on a new flute. Oh, yeah, Phil, go. Phil, man. Phil, this. 2,000. Another 100 people. Another 100 people laid off. All right, let's see the numbers. Let's see. Those that guessed around 12,000. You are correct. 12,000. It went up just about double. Incredible. You can see it way over here relative to where it started. Way over here. I'm going to tell you a problem that I see right here. There's a problem, Grinders. You want to know what the problem is? I'm going to tell you. Do you see what the problem is? The green is how many people are playing. All right? The green is how many people are playing. The blue is how many people are watching. Explain this to me. There are 6,000 people playing Halo and 140,000 people watching. I know it may be one of those shows or something like that. But there it is. Seasonality. 12,000? Look at this. Goddamn ski slope. When you got more people watching than playing, that's a problem. In my book. It just seems that they got more people watching the game than playing it. Does that mean how bad it is? That it has to have like an entertainer or like a competitor to kind of people watching? Like, Twitch is getting all the money, not Microsoft. But yeah. So this was season 1. I think this is season 2 here. 21,000. Then look at this. Dude, the season came out a week ago. Look at its 24-hour peak. 8,000. Dude, it went right back down. It went right back down again. So people just checked it out last week for 12,000, and then it went right back down to 7,000, 8,000. The 24-hour peak is 8,000. Wow. I tell you. And then what's crazy is that, let's see, because this came out. Let me just see something here. I want to see. I got to check out something here. Let me see here. Holy crap. Now those are numbers. Holy crap. Dude, there's a problem in the lens. Look at Destiny 2. Holy crap. Because Destiny 2's new DLC came out around the same time. They're at 178,000 peak. Wow. And that's... Yee. Those are some numbers. There's 167,000 people playing right now. How many playing Halo right now? 7,000? Oh my gosh. Wow.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
I'm checking Zero Steel. Wow. That's insane. That is absolutely crazy. And look at this. Remember how it was the Players Voice Award? 69%? Dude, it's forgotten. No season's going to save this. It's done. They missed their window of opportunity, dude. They missed their window. They missed it, dude. What a sad case. We went over it last week. Yeah, and check the view count. Yeah, look. Exactly. Look at Destiny and look at the difference. See the difference? Remember what I was saying? When you got more people. Where is it? This is right now. Where is this thing? When you have more people watching your events than playing them, that's a problem. You know, look how often Halo has that issue happen to it. Well, that's definitely. But look how often Halo has that. That number's sitting there. Now, let's see Destiny. Look at Destiny's. Look, this is pretty telling. I didn't even notice this before. But look at Destiny's Destiny 2. Look at Destiny's 2 green with blue, right? Look at the green with blue. So the viewership goes up with the player count. Look at Halo. The viewership is up, but the player count still remains negligible. That's pretty telling. That is pretty insane. Because you would think that viewer count and player count will go up. Like, hey, everybody's playing, everybody's watching. Halo, nobody's playing, and we'll watch it sometimes. Let's just check out this train wreck. And you want to know what? That shows you that this game sucks. I hate to say it. Fernando! It shows you that this Halo Infinite is trash. Because I bet you all those blue Twitch viewers right there that are over here in the Halo camp, those are all people that probably want to play Halo and still love Halo. But they're just not playing that game. That's my conclusion of this chart. My conclusion of this chart is that those blue watches, there's more people watching this because there's more people that care about Halo. They just don't want to play this game. And when you look at Destiny's numbers, look at the viewership of Twitch people with the player count. They spike almost together. Players up, viewership up. Players up, viewership up. Now, obviously, more people, probably less skilled, will probably want to watch it. But you're seeing a correlation here. Look at the two charts side by side. One is playing the game and one isn't. The green, yellow is the friggin' people playing the game. Nobody's playing this game. Look at that. And I bet you those blue are people that Microsoft is missing out on because those are the people that want to play but can't play. And I did try the new maps. I got to say, X-Hawk jumped onto the maps. I think I like the new maps, but I do think that they are due for some sort of environmental change. I don't know if X-Hawk agrees with me, but I think that they need to do something more than flat metal panels. And I know it's the lore. I know the Covenant ships or Forerunner technology, but they need to change it up. Have Chief be playing in a desert. Like, have these maps in a beach, on a desert. Some, like, having trees in the forest or some sort of, like, a crashed ship in the forest somewhere. Or maybe on a rig in the ocean or something like that. They need some environmental changes. These maps, I showed them last week, are pretty just plain old Jane. Like, they're really just same inside metal shiny structures. It's all right, but they need something more, man. They need some sort of like a snow level or some sort of like, in a cave, or they need some environmental levels, a snow blizzard, a rainstorm. You know what I mean? In a broken down town, in a broken down city. Do these kind of things. Like, everything looks like the same thing. It's all these metal flat planes of metal sheets. And they need to do something. And especially if they're trickling out 2 and 3 maps every year and a half. They need to have something new. to that stuff. Like, you can't just say here's a new map. It's every 6 months, and it's a Covenant inside, inside the metal structure, Halo map. Like, the big team battle map, I think, looks better. That's something along those same lines. But, like, and then they did the play. Like, here, where's the new maps? Was it season 3? Like, you're just getting, like, here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're just getting, like, here are the new maps. Like, we went over it yesterday, but it's just like, say what I mean? Like, these indoor maps are all the same, dude. The outdoor map. This looks like another map that they had. This looks like another map in the desert. Like, everything looks, and I know, but it's just, they gotta fix this stuff, dude. They gotta fix it. Like, come on. Like, look at this thing. Where is this? Like, look at them all. This is the map that came with, here's Recharge. And here's this map. Dude, they need to. And then they got a cinematic. There's your event. They have a cinematic thing. Link should be here. I don't know what Link. Can I not hear you? Link? Hello? Is he still here? Link's on mute. But anyway, Frank, Link, do you have anything about this? Any about the viewership? He don't care about. He don't care about Halo. I don't think they'll care about Halo. But yeah, those are some spooky ass numbers. But when more people are watching and playing, that's some filmness right there. And tell me I lost all the things. I just closed it out. Did I just close that out? Here it is. All right, good. You got those up there. So, coming to the Activision stuff, Link. I know they've been slinging trash around here and all this other stuff. And if you recall last week, I mentioned that Call of Duty was going away, Call of Duty Mobile. Well, that was some foolness. Call of Duty Mobile, they came out today and said, we're committed to Call of Duty Mobile as an important part of our entire Call of Duty franchise. If you recall from last week, I was saying that they were taking this away according to the documents, and they were going to come out with a Call of Duty, a different Call of Duty Warzone mobile, like Warzone thing. But they came out and said, we have the best fans in the world and continue to supporting the game with a robust roadmap of fresh new content. So it doesn't look like Call of Duty Mobile is going away. But according to those documents, it seemed like that's what Microsoft wanted to do. Or that seemed like a rumor that was going around. So that's something that came out. Then we have our good old Mr. Eddie Mush himself, Michael Pachter, coming around slinging about Microsoft and the Activision deal. Let's see what he had to say.
In the 1950s, what's happening is Netflix kind of single-handedly ruined the industry. Now, great for consumers, so I am not knocking that at all. And I could say the same thing back in the 1950s. McDonald's screwed up the restaurant industry by offering low-cost food. Back in the 50s, a burger was 15 cents. So, you weren't going to go to a Denny's and spend $2 for a burger when you get it for 15 cents at McDonald's. Low-cost food, screwed up the restaurant industry. Netflix has screwed up the film industry, but in a good way for the consumer. Because we get a lot more stuff for a lot less.
First off, fast food is better for the consumer than restaurants because McDonald's messed up the food industry. Think that. McDonald's messed up restaurants, and that's good for consumers. What? What? McDonald's. Let's get the circus going. Let's see. Now Dustin gets a little, Anthony gets happy now. He gets a little happy in his pants. He gets happy.
So Microsoft's going to screw up the games industry by putting the last few guys who haven't figured out how to adapt out of business. I don't think Ubisoft is actually going out of business, but they better figure out free-to-play and mobile and, the stuff that keeps everybody alive. And so, yeah, I mean, look, back when you were a kid, THQ, Acclaim, 3DO, remember those companies,
Yeah.
Midway? Yeah, they're all gone now because the economics of the industry have gotten to be so bad, and Microsoft's going to make them worse. But good for Microsoft and great for consumers. And ultimately, I think...
I can't play this clown music loud enough. What? What?
that much like Netflix and Disney, there'll be one or two great streaming services. There might be one that kind of stands out because they're like HBO. They don't have very much content, but it's great. And I think consumers will play a lot more games for less money.
I don't understand. Somebody needs to explain to me. McDonald's screwed the restaurant business. McDonald's screwed the restaurant business. And Microsoft's gonna... Did he just say what I thought he said? And that's a good thing?
I could say, back when...
I can't believe... I gotta play this in the background because this makes sense.
I mean, look, back when you were... Yeah, it's everybody a lot. Figure out Microsoft is actually going out of business, but they better figure out freedom who haven't figured out how to adapt out of business. Putting the last few guys who haven't figured out... Microsoft's going to screw up the games industry. 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 Microsoft's going to screw up the games industry by putting the last few guys... Microsoft's going to screw up the games industry by putting the last few guys who haven't figured out how to adapt out of business. Microsoft's going to screw up the games industry.
You heard it here first. Microsoft is going to screw the games industry by putting those people out of business that don't get on board with them. Basically is what he's saying. Yo, what's up, Sick? How you doing, man?
Bro.
Oh, you're low. Oh, my goodness. We got to get you up.
Dude.
There you go.
Dude, I was sitting here because I'm working on a project right now, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I listening to? I was like, yo, is this... yo, what?
Do you hear the words? This, like, oh, God, I can't. I have no response. I have a response, but I'm just like... Oh.
God bless his soul, man.
What is he talking? He's basically talking about Monopoly. Isn't that what he's doing? Like, he's basically like...
Listen, he is so great because he is in this industry, right? By way of the statistics that they put out, right? He's literally further proving Sony's case and hurting Microsoft in the process.
Exactly.
He's literally telling these regulators, this is what Microsoft is doing.
Putting everybody out of business. And it's like they're going to screw up the industry by putting those out of business that are not on board with their vision. That's basically what he's saying. And he's reading these things. The deal's going to go through fine. Dude, do you hear what you're saying? The hell are you talking about? Here's a Michael Pachter success rate. There it is.
Yeah, this dude.
I won't give this dude any money. Here he is.
He's an
Look at
idiot,
this guy.
man.
Who's signing him up? Who's signing him up? There he is. Look at this. He almost has he has lower than Game Pass numbers. 43% success rate. Get the hell out of here. 43%. Not giving this guy a goddamn penny.
Yo,
this
this
guy.
is crazy.
He's on
This
the
is
corner
nuts.
of 42nd Street saying that the media's coming.
And then look at who is this dude that's on the left?
That's Destin, dude. That's Cookie Man, the guy that sells the cookies.
Oh.
Oh, Frog can't get on? Oh, Frog, get into the waiting room. I don't know how Sick got in. I don't know. How do you just jumped right in?
Oh yeah. So what happens is on my computer,
Yeah.
when I'm in my own Discord, it shows me people who's part of my Discord that's in other Discords, and I just
Oh,
jump in
Frog
there
don't
from
have
there.
Discord. That's probably what's up. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frog, go into the waiting room. I'll pull you in. He's been trying to get in for the last hour, he said.
Dude, I literally had to stop everything I was doing.
You're my number one customer.
Hearing what I'm hearing.
Right.
I'm like, dude, if you think that this is gonna happen, it's time for him to retire, dog. He getting too old for this.
Look at him, dude. He looks like he doesn't even clean up anymore. He looks like he's some old man, like just sitting there. He used to wear a suit and sit on a panel. Now he sits there and he's in the jogging pants. He didn't even shave.
Do you understand why we need regulators? Because of the thoughts of madmen like him. Now let's keep everything in line though, because he has a vested interest in Microsoft doing good. His firm does a lot of business with Microsoft, so
Yeah.
he wants to see Microsoft win, which is why he's always doing things that can, possibly move Microsoft in the right direction in terms of, not showing certain things, not showing certain numbers, stop advertising this, that, and the third. Remember, they stopped showing a lot of numbers last generation because every number that came out was like a slap in the face to Microsoft. It was like a kick in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it's just getting worse and worse as we go. Now they're not even going to tell you what the console sales were because reasons.
Yeah, reasons.
Now, what reasons would there be when you got Microsoft? I mean, you got Sony and Nintendo. They're doing fantastic.
I know. You hear the way he's speaking, and it sounds like the gaming industry is like at a bubble, or it's like it's failing.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't understand. It's like Nintendo and Sony are doing incredible success. Consoles are selling faster than their previous generations amongst all supply issues. Like, if you were sitting here and it's like nobody has a console, nobody's making real great games, and we're kind of sitting here in the lull of gaming, I could see like, hey guys, something needs to happen. There needs to be a shakeup to get us back. But everybody's doing great. Microsoft's the one that's failing on their face. But they're the ones that we should follow because they got the vision. Shit, man. Well, I don't know where that goodwill comes from, but they're lining somebody's pockets. I'll tell you that. For the amount of influences.
It's not
and shit.
goodwill. It's not goodwill.
It's paid off. Shit. Who the hell knows?
No. It's not even being paid off. It's the fact is, again, like I said, his firm has a vested interest in Microsoft doing well. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond gaming and all of that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Look into it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just do your research. You'll find out why things are the way they are. And again, I don't really like ever talking about Microsoft. Usually if I am talking about Microsoft, it's because I'm making fun of them, dude. Like I don't really care about the company or what they're doing. And it's sad because like I always say, like back in the Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, PlayStation generation, I wanted to have all of those because all of those devices had different things to offer.
Yo, yeah.
This is the first generation where I'm looking at all of the offerings that's on the table, and there's only
Yo.
one that I don't want. There's
What's
only
up, Frog?
one that I. What's up, Frog? What's up, Link? But yeah,
What's up?
that's kind of how I am now. You know what I mean? That's why I'm really nonchalant with the information that I even give out. If it's not me making fun of them, dog, I really don't want to talk about Xbox or Microsoft, dog. Like, cause what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? They're not doing anything for me.
Well, I'm
dog.
gonna tell you
they're
that.
just trying to-
But I'm gonna tell you the point. The point is what they're saying. Where Microsoft is gonna shit in our cereal. Like the problem is that if they were just doing their own thing, like a Nintendo, let them die. Let them do what they're doing. But the problem is now they're shitting in our stuff. The stuff that we like, the things that we like to play, the games that we want to see in the future with the new hardware. Exclusives are not important anymore. It's service games. It's games in a subscription. It's buying ass publishers that we used to get games. It's now affecting us. Like I said on Friday's show, Phil his dog could take a shit on anybody's house on the block. All right. But now you're shitting in front of Jim Ryan's house. And now Jim Ryan's like, oh, Phil, take your dog somewhere else. But, I didn't care if you shit on the neighbors. You're shitting right on my porch now. And now it's getting close to home. And they're going to change. They're trying to disrupt. And that's what he's saying. They're trying to disrupt the goddamn gaming industry to benefit them because it failed them because they can't keep with the Joneses. They can't keep up with Nintendo and Sony. So they have to disrupt and change everything to benefit them. And that's going to affect the stuff that we play. So their shit that they're doing is affecting us. That's why I don't want any of this stuff. If they want to take Game Pass and dive into the ground, I'm done with them.
But that's the thing. What they do have zero effect on me. PlayStation is still making great games. Third parties are still making
But
great
what's going to
games.
stop them from buying
Indie
everything?
Indie developers are the regulators are going to stop them. What makes you think that they can sit up here and buy everything up? See, that's the
They're
thing.
doing it.
You guys are
They're doing it.
You're way too confident in what Microsoft is doing. What have they bought thus far? ZeniMax?
They're not going to stop. I'm telling you, as soon as this deal gets inked,
How can they not
Link,
stop?
I'm
Now they're saying,
as soon as this deal gets inked, they're going to have Phil give everybody a goddamn whiff and go, we're not done yet.
This deal is going through. That's the thing that I keep asking.
Well, I hope they wise up and don't put this through.
I seen you guys got real passionate about the whole EU might be, accepting what they put in front of them. The thing is, even if the EU accepted it, it still has to go through the CMA. It still has to go
I
through
think the
the
CMA is
FTC.
going to stop.
And the thing is, the FTC is probably who they have to worry about the most, because those are the ones who requested all those documents from Sony. So you think they requesting all of these documents and preparing to go to court just because they're going to be like, oh, nah, you know what? EU said it's all right. So you know what? It's all right, dog.
Well, that's what they're thinking. They're thinking that once one says yes, the regular's just going to cascade down. And I think the CMA said, we're not going to follow. If the EU disagrees, like, we're not going to follow it. But, like, the thing is that this strategy from Microsoft, and this kind of rubbed me the wrong way when they did this with Bethesda. I'm like, wait a second. They're not going to just play tooth and nail and play the same game. They're going to go out and just buy whole-ass publishers to take games away from Sony and from Nintendo. That's what they want to do. And that's what they're doing.
It has to be allowed. And the thing
Well,
is,
Bethesda's one.
These regulators are not going to allow this shit, bro.
They better not. We'll see.
They allowed it with ZeniMax because nobody really gave a shit. Sony didn't care. Nobody gave a shit. But then they told the EU one thing about ZeniMax and Bethesda and did the total different. That's why they're having so much trouble when it comes to this Activision stuff, because nobody trusts Microsoft. You seen the recent documents that Sony put out there, like, yo, these motherfuckers can't be trusted. We don't.
I know, I saw that.
Nah, get up out of here. And they submitted information to show why they could not be trusted. And again, what are they gonna do? You think they're gonna continuously say, oh yeah, no, Microsoft is fine. Go ahead and buy up everything. You're just trying to compete. You're just trying to listen. That whole thing could work. That lie could probably work in the case of Activision. But then, do you think the same lie works the next time? Let's say they try to pick up Ubisoft.
They're trying.
You think the same lie works the next time? Like, they're right now trying to defend what they did with Bethesda.
Exactly, but they're doing the same approach. They're doing the same approach.
Right, they're taking the same approach, but they're getting much, much, much more pushback. And now Sony is like, oh, hell no. Sony is like, no, we're not going to sit up here and just let you foreclose on our company. Like, we're not going to give you the ability to be able to foreclose on our company and choose when and what we get and what level of quality that we get. That's why they're fighting this tooth and nail. Remember what Lulu Lane said. I 100% believe Jim Ryan was like, no, I don't.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Fuck you and fuck this deal.
That's
I
right.
just don't want to see this merger go through. They're doing that for the industry. They're not just doing it for themselves.
Well, yeah, but it's also the thing. Jim Ryan, I have the tapes right here.
Roll!
Jim Gordon Ramsay went in there and he was like, it's a raw deal.
It's raw, Melissa!
Yes, chef.
It's raw, come on!
And then he yelled at Phil and
goes, put some respect on Jim's name.
Gordon goddamn Jim Ramsay.
Hey, put some respect on Jim.
Jim the Devil Ramsay. He's Gordon Ramsay, dude. He went in there. He's like, it's raw.
No. But he's been saying it from the beginning. From the beginning, he's been saying the deal was inadequate.
Yeah.
He already knows exactly what they're trying to do. Again, they know that Xbox Series X can't even compete with the PlayStation on any level.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why they want to control how the development goes for that particular product.
Exactly. That's
and
exactly
Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck they want to do. Again, they're talking about some equal access across all these equal features and all this shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And that whole thing, dog, you know how you should know that this deal is not in a good space? Dude, they are taking out ad space in the newspaper.
I know, saw that.
Who are they trying to reach with this? Who do you know
They
read
turned
these
this into
newspapers?
such a public fiasco circus that
But they had to. They had to.
because they're not winning.
You're my
They're
number
losing.
one customer.
It's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come
It's
on,
that-
dog. Like
no,
they
have
are
definitely
in
come from
panic
a
mode.
place of desperation. They're definitely like
When
this is not
Lulu
confident.
came out and started talking, I'm like, yikes, bro, it's really that bad over there, dog?
Mm-hmm.
Because really, if the deal was solidified, if you felt super confident about the deal, all the big boys would just be sitting in the back just chilling.
Yeah, that dude wouldn't do the Excel chart with 80-20% and have a little press conference with his like little Pac-Man chart.
Come on, dog.
Why is Lulu even making? Why is she even speaking publicly about this?
Because that's who
she's
she
staying
is,
to
and
gain.
now they love her too. Like they're like she's gonna be on.
No.
podcast.
She's stand to gain.
Yeah,
exactly. She stands to
His
gain some
deal.
money.
Yeah, she gets money.
Yeah.
Let me get these two super chats. Magnum Visuals goes, games take more than 2 hours to play. How is giving gamers a ton of games better if most games hit the 20-hour mark?
The only reason she's talking because she's a business.
No. The only reason why she's talking is because they are worried.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
they're put out
worried.
there.
Anybody who's confident, you wouldn't hear from them. How many times have you heard Sony say a single thing? All Sony telling you is how many great games they offering. That's it. That's all they telling you. That's all you hear
Yeah,
from
but all the
PlayStation.
executives are talking. Those are the ones that are making the money. Like even like you said, Pactor and stuff like that. They get all money and deals. Like they are all. There's a lot of social influencing with this deal that was never seen with the Bethesda deal. There was a couple of interviews with Phil to say like, "What do you plan on doing with these games?" And he went out there and lied out his ass and just said, "No, there may be some and little some." I remember him saying there's some and we'll take it play it by ear on what we want. That was about it, but
Case
there was
by
no
case
public
basis.
discourse on Twitter with executives coming out and Todd Howard. Pete Hines didn't say anything until they were bought. But this one is a friggin' fiasco. Liquid Data says, hello, FTC. Block the deal. Rest in peace. We got the games because we are a beast. We put in the work to market lead. That's right. You put in the work.
I said hello, FTC.
FTC.
What's
Here it
the
is.
deal? Let us
Drop it.
compete.
Drop
Hey.
But yeah, it is and it is getting into like slinging shit out there. But let me see. They got where was the thing here with I had here. And this is the other thing, like this whole Activision thing and Microsoft's like part of it, like how the mobile aspect, you get a lot of revenue from there, but Microsoft was so low considering the console, like they didn't even report their number. It's pretty they have really put themselves out of relevancy. And I said this before, this is not let them compete. This is let us be relevant, because I think they see a future where they basically signed a deal that they will be very minor in the future of gaming unless they have some leverage. And these owning IPs that are established is a way they have leverage for their future if they
Okay,
want to do
Jez.
this. That's what I
But
think.
why couldn't they just spend money on their first party and build it up like Sony did and create studios and stop trying to fast track it by just buying everything?
When has Microsoft ever built
Yeah.
games?
They don't.
Say that to Mixer. They tried doing original content for Mixer and fired all those creators in July at E3 of 2018, I think 2018, and then after that they signed Ninja in October and Shroud to try. They went a different strategy. They tried to create unique content creators on Mixer, and that didn't work. They laid them all off. Remember that guy when they were doing the show with Major Nelson? I forgot what it was. But they fired a lot of people from Mixer. There's original content creators, like unique content creators. And instead they went to buying Shroud and Ninja for the quick gain, the quick get people over here, the quick news headline. And you see how long that lasts, just a few months later. They never do this stuff. They, like I always said about Game Pass, what is Satya's number? I don't give a shit with 25 million. What is the number that Satya says, Phil, we got to be at 50, 60 million for this thing to really kick off? What is Satya's number? Because if they don't get to that number, this whole thing is going kibosh. And that's where I think in order to hit Satya's expectations, these are the moves they need to make to show that maybe they could get to those numbers, because they're not hitting those numbers. Because trust me,
They still, Jed, this deal ain't gonna get them to hit these numbers. All this deal is control. They want to control the pipeline. They want to control. If they can control revenue, over there with the Sony PlayStation console. That's all it's about, basically controlling these third parties, because these third parties are not putting their games in that bullshit ass service.
Ooh, speaking about that.
They're not. So all they want to do, that's okay. Well, you know, you're not going to put your games over here. Well, we're just going to buy you motherfuckers, and you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
that's why Diablo. Look at Diablo.
Oh,
look at the
there
fucking.
it is, Rod Ferguson.
Go ahead, Jez. Go ahead.
We'll see
What did Rod say?
Rod Ferguson goes, "It's awesome seeing the excitement around the Diablo 4 beta and our wolf pack puppy. We've been getting some questions about Diablo 4 on Game Pass, and I want to let you know we have no plans for that. See you in Sanctuary during the beta early access weekend starting on March 17th. Mic
Now,
drop.
Sid, why did he have to say that, Sid?
Why do they always have to say that, guys? Why do they always have to come out and be like, we are not on Game Pass?
Why did he have to say it, though?
Because it's not on Game Pass.
But you know there's people on Twitter begging these. There are these dudes on Twitter, Xbox fanboys, that's been begging these higher ups to put the game in Game Pass, or asking, is the game coming to Game Pass? I know that's what's happening.
Oh yeah.
And they have to put these statements out here because to let people know. I don't know why they have to let people know this shit's not coming to Game Pass.
Because they're idiots online. Man,
it will only be in Game Pass if that company is purchased by Microsoft.
But no,
that is the only way.
But that's already the narrative. The people already thinking that the Diablo, like I even saw Smooth going, well, since Starfield's not coming out in June, it's coming out in September. Well, Diablo is going to be the Game Pass drop in June. They already have the narrative set up, dude. That
these companies don't spend hundreds of millions of dollars on their IP to throw it in the damn service.
Dude, I'm telling you, they think that this deal's going to get inked in April or May, and that they're going to have a Diablo 4 launch in goddamn Game Pass in June. E3 announcement. That's what I'm telling you. They're coming up with that shit. They make up their own friggin' fantasy.
What did Activision say? They have no plans on putting their IP in Game Pass unless they're acquired by Microsoft.
Exactly.
No plan. Because then Microsoft puts the bill, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
And also just like what's his name said, like we were never gonna make Starfield. You really think Starfield and what that friggin' what is the hell is it? Red Dawn or whatever the hell that stupid is, or Redfall, Asphalt. Yeah. You think those two games would have been in Game Pass day one if they weren't acquired by Microsoft? Hell, they'll be multi-plat. They won't even.
No, they would have been on all platforms.
Exactly. They'll be on all platforms and not in Game Pass. Guaranteed. If Bethesda was not purchased.
So Sick, since you're here, I do have a question for you, because you weren't here when we were talking about this earlier. So Jazz's idea, this is not necessarily.
Oh, you're gonna go back to the Last of Us shit?
I want to.
Well, hold on. Let me get these.
Go ahead.
Liquid Data goes. It's data like information. Liquid data. That's what he said. I think he's quoting the 6 lyrics. Yeah. Yes, we'll go back. I want to talk more about the.
Sick. I just want a question. No. We're gonna talk about. I just got one question for Sick. So me and Jazz kind of had a difference of opinion as far as, they're gonna do multiple seasons of part 2, right? That's what they said. Do you feel like Jazz thinks that they'll do the death of Joel at the end of the first, at the end of the whole season? Well, not the whole season, but the end of whatever season 2. Now.
They will build up to it.
I said no because Joel dies within the first couple hours of the game, and that's just the catalyst that starts the whole thing. Do you think they would drag that out for a whole season?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh wait, I'm my bad.
Well, no, I mean, okay. So my thoughts on it is you got to understand that this guy, Pedro Pascal, he's a big draw for this show.
Exactly.
Correct. True.
So they're not going to kill him off immediately, and I think we're going to get more backstory to what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Oh, wait, no. So listen. So then, how many seasons we talking about here? You're gonna drag that out because you're dragging out a couple hours into a whole season, right? Potentially. So how do you? 4 seasons and one game?
4 seasons. Yep. 4 seasons for 2 of them. 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
4 more seasons? Or are you talking about 4
3 more seasons? I think there'll be 2 more.
I think we get after season 2. I think we get 2 more, and then I think they announced the next game, Last of Us 3. and I think they kind of do parody because I honestly agree with Sick. I do think that they're going to stretch it out before
Hell
Joel's
yeah, that's what
dies.
I
for
said.
season
Well,
2.
yeah, I think they'll stretch it
have
out,
Link
but
said
I
they
don't know
come
if
in
they can
episode
stretch it out a
3.
whole there.
No, I
Nah,
think
Yeah, I
they
was thinking like
you
3.
you think that season 2 is gonna go like season 1 went, where
no.
they
They're
just
gonna
kind of
drag this
follow the
thing out, dude.
timeline of the game. I don't
So
think
you
that
think they're
they.
gonna
I
Nope.
stretch it out? You think
That's
they're
You're
what
gonna
I
going to
stretch
get
it
a
said.
out?
lot of information you never knew.
Yep.
yeah.
So they're gonna,
I,
but he's thinking, okay, the only thing I'm gonna say is because Jez was like, well, maybe they'll give you more backstory on Abby before they kill Joel,
no,
but
Hell yeah.
I don't know how you can
remember
do
Ellie
because
was like 14, 15 in the game, but then in
right,
Last of Us 2 she was 18,
like 4 years,
I
right?
believe. I
Like a
think she was
4 year
like
They
jump.
18.
dragging it out.
So
So they
what I
may give
think
you
is
some
going to
more of
happen
that.
is they're going to
Mhm.
give you some information as to what happened, after they
Well,
left
that's
the
different.
hospital.
See, now listen.
Link said he's dying in the first
That
5
could be
minutes,
true.
Nick said.
No.
I said the
Okay,
second
that's
episode,
true.
he doesn't kill
But that
him.
means they're giving you more backstory on
Yes.
those
Or-
4 years, right?
Yeah. Or the
But
lie,
because
like
there's not a
Ellie and
because
Joel
there's
talking about what
if
happened.
well, if you just go by the game, there's
They're not
not
gonna
a
buy the
lot
game.
of
They're
there, no. Let me just finish what I would say. Those first couple of hours, a whole lot of stuff doesn't happen with Abby. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of find out Abby's story after you play a little bit of Ellie's. So I don't know if you want to if you do Abby, that's cool. I mean, not Abby, but Ellie. I'm cool with you giving me more Ellie backstory, but I don't want you to put the Abby stuff before she kills Joel because you have to hate that character at first. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do that.
See,
But
I was saying that, and there's the repeat, just to say, I was saying that they were gonna do like Abby's story, like how she maybe they won't lay that she's part of the doctor's daughter or anything, but like who's this character? Talk about her story, and then talk about Ellie getting her romance with Dina and stuff, and then even
you won't. How do you get the impact though?
But
if
I'm gonna
put
tell you
all
because
that
what
Abby
they're gonna
stuff
do
first?
is they're gonna emphasize Ellie and Joel's that lie that happens, and that she's gonna find out
Right.
4 episodes in that he lied to her. She's gonna not.
Correct.
She's not gonna forgive him. She'll hate him, and then by the time she forgives him is when Abby comes in and smacks his head in, and then season's over.
Yeah, of course.
And now you go
No,
season
well,
3 where
no, she doesn't-
where Ellie's going to whoop Abby's ass, and you start.
No,
season,
they don't.
That's how I.
But
would
you
do
got to
it.
remember, Ellie. They didn't show you that Ellie had forgave Joel to the end.
Well, yeah, she'll forgive him right when she forgives him and realizes what he did. That's when Abby
That you
smashes
won't
his
get.
head
You
in.
don't get. You jail.
And
jail
now
if you
she's
tell it
mad.
out of order. If you tell the story out of order, I'm cool with giving you more backstory on those 4 years. But if you tell the story completely out of order, it ruins the impact of the characters. If you do it that way.
For who though?
But yeah, for who? Not for us. Like we're just getting the story in a different. I don't think they're gonna pace it the same as the game. Like the game told a different story, but I do think like the reveal of Abby being the doctor's daughter will probably be a tease for something later on the season. But think about it as a viewer. Like you can't kill first. Like Sick was right. Like as I was like, didn't Pedro Pascal? They're not. He did such an incredible job. They're not gonna kill him off in episode 2. They're
gonna have to do like 3 seasons. So they're gonna have to do like 3
Yeah,
damn seasons.
but that's like a season-ending thing. Like, oh my God, he died. What's gonna happen next season? And that's when Abby's gonna go
This
after.
shit gonna have to
Ellie's
be like
gonna go
4
after
seasons, man.
Abby. Like
This is gonna have to be a long ass
look how
show.
much they cut out of the friggin' show of all the
what I
combat
believe.
that we did.
I believe the first season will probably either the first or the second season will end with Joel dying.
See?
And then
The second
start-
season?
I told you. I told.
I don't know, man. I
That's
don't.
it.
That would be. That's a lot of padding if they do that.
Well, we'll see what they do.
Well,
But
ask yourself this question: what are they going to do after they close out the Last of Us 2 story?
Yeah.
Well, there's no story left, so
there is no more source material, bro.
So they would
That's
have
right,
to.
Josh,
They're gonna
we
have
did
to
that.
stretch it out. They're gonna have to stretch it out then.
They're gonna stretch it out, dude. This thing was a success. It's gonna get.
I was
stretched out
thinking
for the whole
2 seasons, but they might do more than 2 just for this. A lot of shit happens in Last of Us Part 2.
success of
Way
this
more
thing.
shit happens in the
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
they could do no many characters they could flesh out, dude. Please, the one that's pregnant already, her friend, the Dina's pregnant. Like, oh man, everybody. They can flesh out that guy that got shot, the boyfriend. They'll flesh out backstories upon backstories.
Yeah, that's true.
I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, remember?
Oh,
He
yeah,
popped
yeah,
in the
yeah.
head.
He-
Popped in the head. He
Yeah.
came out to see what was going on. They shot him instantly. I was like, holy crap. But
Well,
anyway,
I'm interested to see what they do. They did a good job.
I didn't care about him as a character, so when he died, I didn't really.
No, I didn't care.
It was
I
pretty
didn't care.
crazy that they
I didn't
just
care.
killed him. Like he had a story. Like they just killed him. Like
It was
flat out,
shocking,
dude.
but I
Yeah.
didn't really care.
No,
you know, because he didn't.
It wasn't emotional, but I'm just saying, like, it was just, yeah.
They
Anyway.
blew his damn brains
But anyway,
out.
going back to characters, Rod Ferguson,
Okay, go
who
back.
was at Microsoft, who left after Gears 5.
I wonder why.
He left to go do work on Diablo, is now finally releasing the game, and he's now getting bullshit saying his game's going to go to Game Pass. And he had to come out and say, oh, hell no, we're not coming to Game Pass. Buy it, play the beta. We have no plans for that. And he came out and basically just said, you know, I've been working 4 years on this game. I got out of the clutches of Microsoft to make something that I wanted, and we're not going to Game Pass.
I don't think he got out of the clutches.
That's what he said.
I don't think he got out of the clutches. I think this shit was coordinated.
Yeah, yeah, but he wouldn't come out and say this. If this was all, he would have been all down low if he was quiet and shit like this. But
that man came out and said that because fuck is y'all talking about, bro? I'm going to clear this shit up now so y'all can leave me the hell alone.
This is,
but
don't ask me about it later. Okay. Let me say it now. So when June come around, it ain't no supply. It ain't no surprise.
And then people screen cap this for like when Microsoft gets acquired and it goes, they're gonna be like, oh, so Rod. That's so Rod. What do you mean it wasn't coming to Game Pass? But how many times there's definitely more people coming out saying, publishers and developers, we're not in Game Pass, than somebody going, we can't wait to be in Game Pass. Like, you don't see people celebrating, we will be in Game Pass, like, unless they're like, Microsoft has a gun to their head, they're like, yes, we signed the deal, go promote it. Everybody comes out and says, we're not in it. If it wasn't that impactful to sales, if it didn't affect the people's buying habits, then it's proof that it does. It makes common sense that it does. It affects people's buying habits.
They said it though.
Well, Microsoft denied it at first, and now they said it. But they've been blowing smoke up our ass for 2 years, saying like, "Oh no, more people buy and play and
yeah, but
grab
who
ass."
believe that? You would have to be stupid to believe that.
Well, they got a whole bunch of 25 million people believing that shit.
No, you have to be stupid or want to believe it.
To believe what?
To believe that more people buy games when they can get it on Game Pass.
That is the most. Do more people buy Blu-ray movies when they got Netflix? Or Amazon Prime or HBO Max? Man, come on.
Nothing but common sense, bro.
It is common sense.
It's pure.
That's why it's all common sense, dude. Here's Activision avoided Game Pass. This is the new report. So Activision themselves said in the CMA that an important reason Activision not offering current content in Microsoft Game Studios is because Microsoft Game Studios sales will cannibalize Activision's B2P sales. That's what was that? Buyer to person.
It's a business to
person or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's this. It's basically you buying a game, which are a key source and driver of revenue for Activision.
It is.
It's business to people. That's what it is.
Believe it or not, them fools don't buy nothing from Microsoft, but they definitely buy Call of Duty.
Or they buying that.
They don't buy it as much as PlayStation fans, but they definitely buy it.
They continue to say, in the rare cases where Activision has contemplated placing its content on MGS services, its ordinary course documents consistently reflect Activision's view that MGS services, regardless of platform, that means PC, console, or mobile, severely cannibalize B2P sales, particularly in the case of newer releases. You want to know what's interesting? There are more Call of Duty games in PlayStation Plus than there are in Game Pass. This is actually
they don't ever put them in Game Pass.
It's because they're old games.
Old games.
They go in there. They are
old game. Nobody playing anymore.
Who said that? What guy?
They have.
What guy said that?
Sean Layden.
Sean Layden. No, who else said? Another executive. Content. Who else said it?
Ooh. Oh, Strauss Zelnick.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So Strauss Zelnick said the same thing. For our older catalog, it's good, but for new day one, no, not for the money of those kind of games. And that's a major revenue. And actually, I had documents back with the Epic Apple, the Epic and Apple thing going on, and there was a chart there, and I gotta go find it, but it was a chart that showed what Epic does by giving out free games in the Epic Store versus people just buying games. And you see that the free games and stuff are not yielding the revenue and stuff that would offset people just regularly just buying a game. Like if you just buy a game, that is direct. Like that is like they make money on that. But this whole other thing where we give games for free and that entices people to come to our store and buy something and converts to users, all that shit's indirect. That's not direct profit. So if you are making something for $100,000 or $100,000 and you want to know how to get your money back, you're not going starting day one with indirect ways. Well, I'll have a deal here and then maybe more people will buy, subscribe and convert. And then people are not messing around with that. They want to sell it at the highest price they could sell it to make their money back and then let it sunset and go wherever it may go in services or other things. Movie industry is the same way. If you watched the Oscars last night, they made points of people went to theaters to see the movie. They shitted on these goddamn streaming services. They made sure people were going to theaters, get back to the movies, because that's where they can make their money back for these movies that they're making. They made a point, get back into the theaters. Why? Everybody told me the theaters were dead. It's all about day and date and accessibility. Bullshit. You know what you're going to get? Shit.
That's you can't listen, Jez. People aren't using common sense, right?
Buffet.
When you spend the kind of money that Disney spent on a movie like, let's say, Avatar, it is impossible to recoup your money on streaming. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So therefore, what's going to happen? The budgets for these films will have to be much lower, right?
Yep.
If you look
that
at stuff that comes straight,
the
stuff that goes straight to streaming, this is not the blockbuster stuff that we're normally accustomed to. So the business model of Game Pass, I don't care what people are telling you. There's no way that they're going to have these gigantic budgets and stuff like that on these AAA games. What if Matt Booty say? Double A games with a AAA feel.
As they can get. And that's why I'm thinking I'm excited for Hellblade 2. And speaking about that, Phil Ness did his tweet.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, man. After a recent visit to Ninja Theory reviewing Hellblade 2, I was inspired to go back and 100% Hellblade by collecting all of the Lost Stones last night. Game holds up very well, looks great, sounds great.
Right.
Same thing about. I remember hearing that about Crackdown.
Yep, Crackdown was looking good, Phil. Right? Crackdown was looking
and when
good.
he played.
Oh yeah, we got that one.
The people who are making the Initiative, I think it is their game. Oh man, he was super hyped for that.
Oh yeah, you got that one. Where was he there? Let's see. I got the picture of him. Where was he? Oh, playing with the Initiative. Here he is.
You know what, man?
There he was. This dude's gone, and the Initiative is gone. It looked
there's
like
a lot of them
Dr.
gone. Most
Pepper.
of the people, most of the higher ups at Initiative are gone, right? So
this guy's gone too, Murray.
But the rest of them went and spun off and created another studio. They just recently talked about it. Remember that, Jess?
You're talking about Playground.
No,
was it Playground?
Playground laughed.
What?
But the Initiative
okay, yeah,
did
Playground.
lose people
Playground.
too. But Phil
no, they
did
did
this.
No. Initiative lost more than just Drew Murray or whatever the fuck his name is.
He's gone.
Because remember, they had a whole
right
bunch
here
of people.
and released Miles Morales.
Remember, they were bragging about all these people that they had got from all over the industry to create this gigantic, this quadruple A studio. They all left, right?
Yeah.
They didn't want to make no fucking Perfect Dark. They didn't go over there to do that.
I want to know what Phil's playing right now.
It ain't that they didn't want to make Perfect Dark. They didn't want to make Perfect Dark under the constraints of Game Pass.
Game Pass. They didn't want to make no Game Pass game. That's shit gonna be some kind of episodic shit. Watch.
They said that.
Dog? Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer, Crackdown. Let's see what.
I don't think these creatives really want to make games for that service.
They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
if
Phil,
they
right
wanted
here.
to, everybody would be trying to do it, right?
Phil Spencer, Microsoft on Crackdown 3 delay. We wanted to sit next to Halo, Gears. Microsoft is investing big in Xbox, and the delay of Crackdown 3, reveals what the publisher what it means for the publisher. He wanted to sit next to Crackdown 3, sit next to Gears and stuff. Holy crap! Phil Spencer hypes up Crackdown 3. This dude's been going around. Here's Phil Spencer. What do you have to say again? What do you have to say? Phil Spencer. According to this tweet, he goes, he played a bit of Crackdown 3 with Shannon Loftus. Oh, shit, she's gone too. at Microsoft Studios and said it was
Wait,
the.
did she finally leave?
Oh yeah, she's
She
gone.
finally left?
Yeah, she's gone.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
She got fired supposedly,
Yeah,
or she quit. She quit, but
she
I
quit,
think they
but she
fired her.
went somewhere else. I think she's gone. I don't think she's there anymore.
No, Shannon Loft is gone.
Yeah, she's been out of it.
Wait. No. Yeah, she gone. And what Bonnie Ross? She gone
Bonnie
too?
Ross, Kiki Wolfkill, Joseph Staten. They left. He's still with Microsoft. Kiki Wolfkill, I think, is still with Microsoft. Bonnie's gone. They're all leave. Rod Ferguson left. Mike Ybarra left.
Let me guess. So they have family issues?
They're all like fine. Drew Murray was leaving for somebody, and then he winds up. They're like, oh, he's leaving for his family, and then he shows up at Insomniac. He goes, hey, here's Miles Morales, bitch, woohoo! And I'm like, oh shit,
feels good to be back home.
Feels good back. But yeah, you want to hear something? This is what Phil said about freaking Crackdown. I played a bit of the upcoming Crackdown 3 with Shannon Loftus of Microsoft Studios and said it was the best Crackdown experience I've had. By saying
no, Shannon Loft is still with Xbox, I think. But go ahead.
They got her in a. They got her in a somewhere. Spencer.
They put her in the underground.
No, she retired. Never mind.
They put her in the underground.
She retired.
She retired.
Oh, she retired.
Yeah, she
retired.
retired.
She retired, all right.
She had been with Microsoft for 29 years.
Yeah, she retired, all right.
Mm.
I knew she was out of it when she started arguing about Lucky Tales.
Oh my god! Yo, when she sat in front of the bowl of controllers with Aaron Greenberg, I was like, oh damn. She got in a whole tussle because she was tweeting stuff about Trump and political stuff. Like, I'm like, why a game? She wasn't even tweeting about games anymore. She was all political bullshit. And then that caught her off. And then somebody must have tapped her on the shoulder saying, "Get your shit out of here." And then they just pulled her off for everything. But man, she was in charge of global studios of all the global publishers. Like Age of Empires was her thing, and then she retired. Yeah, she retired. They said, "Here's the door. You're retiring." She goes, "Okay." Phil Spencer thoughts after playing the game reassured those who feared the project's fate following the recent cancellation of Scalebound. Oh, Jesus. Talk about memory lane. Jesus. Like, this dude's been lying out his ass. That's why his favorite booty is Matt Booty. My goodness. This is it. Yeah, he's playing with Drew Murray. I don't know what he's playing. He had Drew Murray who had his daughter playing this game. I guess he's making a 6-year-old play Perfect Dark. Hopefully. You know, remember Drew Murray tweeted that?
They wasn't playing, man. They wasn't playing no damn Perfect Dark. That wasn't shit on that screen.
Dude, I don't know what
that wasn't nothing on that damn screen, man.
It was a Windows crash screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see it
baby,
in
I
his
just
eyes.
need you to pretend.
You can see he just has a blue Windows of death screen in his glasses. You can see it. It's a Windows blue screen of death. You can see the reflection in his glasses. Grinds Foundry here, everybody. Hit that like button. He was playing Spider-Man. He was playing Miles Morales. Drew Murray's like, I'm working on something here. Oh, here's Phil Spencer here on the development of this. Got a short look at Phantom Dust with Shannon Loftus and real Kevin Lobb. Game really holds up. Team is doing nice work. Just played Crackdown 3 with Shannon Loftus. Best Crackdown experience I've ever had. Oh, Jesus.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Phil Spencer, stop playing games. You don't know quality if it smacked you in the face. God damn it, Phil Spencer.
It's not about it.
Give him that. Give him that scent, that whiff.
It's not about quality over there, man. You know that.
He's like, can I ship it? Can I ship it? Can I ship it? So the other topic I wanted to do, let me see. I think the last topic here, was this one of the last topics? I don't even know anymore. Oh yeah, that was the other one. So this one, these next two ones are tied together. So Microsoft confirms that it won't. Now they said they weren't going to E3, but now they're confirming that they won't have a show floor presence at E3, but the digital event will be co-streamed. Now let me drop a scenario on everybody. Apparently,
what does that even mean?
People already, the diehard Xbox fans already have booked flights and hotels, assuming Microsoft will have a presence there. And now they're not being very clear as to what their presence will be there. People are thinking they're going to get back into the theater and do the show that they always did when Phil was in the audience and talked about Crossfire X, legendary developer Smilegate. You remember them? Yeah, they think he's going to go back to that and they're going to be in the crowd and throwing their underwear as a Phil on the stage. But they haven't confirmed this. So people don't know if this is going to be another like event, like a streamed event. And then people are bummed out because if it is just fly out to California to sit in Fan Fest to get Phil to sign your ass and watch a streamed event on a big screen like they did last year, they don't want that. And
Good,
know what
they
else that
deserve
means?
everything they get. I'm sorry.
Do you think? I thought they were going to go on stage and shit, but now it doesn't even look like the digital event. They said digital event, so it doesn't look like they're going to go on stage and do all this. Or the stage opens up. Here's the car for Forza. Hey, here's Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, get out there. I don't think they're doing that shit anymore. So they are, but I said this before. He will not miss out grabbing ass and signing ass tattoos. He's not going to let that up because he needs to give them the dose of Phil Ness because he knows if he just shows up and just says, hey, he bought their loyalty for another year. He has to dose them up. So he has to go out there like Mickey Mouse. Like, you go to Disney once a year to realize the magic of Disney. So Phil Spencer's going to probably have his performance of just like, you're flying out to see me. And oh, yeah, there's a video back here of some games that we got, but you're here to see me and Matt Booty. This is what I think they're going to do. But this could guarantee that, guess what, guys? Oh, I'm going to ask you this. Nobody's playing any games over there, right? Nobody's going to give you some hands-on impressions of Starfield, right? You flying out there to do what? You think they're playing games out there? You think Microsoft's going to have demo stations set up? Do you guys think? Because that's the whole purpose of E3, right? Get impressions. I'll try these games, right?
Here's the thing. Gamers are the only people that you can literally tell straight up, hey, I'm not doing something, and they'll still question whether or not you're going to do it.
Nobody's going to.
They literally said that they're not going to be at E3. Not going to be at E3.
E3 showcase
exactly
for. They're not going to have full presence.
No. But they have not been at E3 in that particular sense for quite some time. They've been doing it at the Microsoft Theater. If we're just talking about them showing games,
but they're not doing that
hasn't been
either.
No. Wait, what?
They're not. According to this, they haven't confirmed yet, but they're not doing that stage show either. Instead, they're going to try. I think they're going to do what they did last year, where they had the people at FanFest sitting in front of them in jerseys for like 15. I got to show the video where Phil was signing asses, and signing autographs. And what they did is that they took the video that they streamed on the internet and just showed. It was like a viewing instead of an actual a stage show. It was a viewing, and it was just like a FanFest. You saw the video with the grab ass and the guy he's talking to Matt Booty, all that stuff.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think that they're gonna have a whole bunch of games to show people either.
But that's the thing.
I think they're gonna have their little smaller deals that they've made, the stuff that they're gonna put in Game Pass. But I think the show that people are thinking or expecting to see, I don't think they're gonna see that. I don't think Avowed is gonna be there. I don't think a lot of stuff that people are looking forward to is gonna be there. I think they're gonna be really disappointed.
Yeah, see, he's signing asses right there.
I don't know. I mean, they're not. Microsoft's kind of going with this thing of not showing stuff that's really far out.
Whoa! Holy shit! Wait a second. I'm so sorry, Link. I've been watching this video for the last couple of shows here, and I missed dudes in the back playing patty cake. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait a second. We need to go to the tapes. These guys behind Phil Spencer, are they playing goddamn patty cake? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What are these guys doing over here? What the fuck is going on over here? I never saw this before. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is the other thing? These guys are, what are they flew all the way out to California to play patty cake? What the hell? What are they doing? Holy!
You sound real surprised though, Jess. Why you sound so surprised? You know, good and goddamn way they be playing patty cake. Like, come on, man.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? That is the goofiest shit I've ever seen. What the
Yeah, trying to
fuck is
pretend
going
like
on?
he ain't no Xbox dudes play patty cake. They buy American Girl dolls, refrigerators, socks for they goddamn controllers. But
Dude,
this is
grown
what
ass
surprises you.
man back here are doing patty cake. What the? It's not even like a cool, like, you know, like freaking like cool handshake and shit. They are literally playing fucking patty cake. Holy shit! Like, it's not like a cool, like, yo man, like the back slap, like, you know, one of those like fucking inside handshakes. Dudes of they're so bored out their ass there, they got to come up with their own games. They're like, shit, Phil Spencer talking shit. He didn't show us any games. Dude, come over here. Let's play patty cake. Holy shit. I got to do slow motion of this shit. What is this? Look at this guy, right? I got the arrow on him. I don't know who this man is. His ass better not be at PAX East, because he's going to kick in the nuts if he thinks he's going to try to patty cake my ass. This dude is playing a straight up. What the hell's going on here? Grab assing. This guy was playing patty cake. Look at this. Wait a second. It was after Phil spent the second time. What the what are we doing here? What the I can't believe this shit. You got this motherfucker talking about games. They can't play games. They're like, dude, there's nothing to play here. What do you want to do? Fucking let's do patty cake. I flew all the way fuck out here. Let's go. Let's fucking patty. What the hell's going on here? What are they doing? What is this grab assing that's going on here? Grinders, answer this for me. I need answers why these guys are doing this stuff. What is going on at this showcase? And this is the thing. Do you see anybody playing games in the background behind this fucking clown? Do you see anybody I'm going on my rant. Do you see anybody playing games? This dude's walking around with a goddamn cappuccino. These guys are grab ass and playing patty cake. Nobody's playing fucking games. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you taking pictures of, Phil? This is ridiculous. Guys are grabbing ass. What the hell's going on back here? What are we doing here? Guys, do you see this shit? I wish I was sharing my screen. You guys be fucking seeing this, guys. I can't. I can't. I never saw that before. Do you guys really see the fucking playing? They're clapping hands. Do you see this? Yeah, I'll put sound effects for them for clapping their asses. There we go. Let's put the clapping. Oh my god.
Phil needs to just go ahead and retire, man.
This is and so this is apparently what people think they're gonna do this year. That they're not gonna have this showcase and stuff, but they're gonna. These guys are playing. What is going on there? Nobody's playing games. They're hugging. They're kissing. What the hell's going on here? I don't see anybody in front of a console playing games at this show.
In front of a console playing games.
I don't see anybody playing games. I see people walking around taking pictures. Phil Spencer, look at this. This is what they did. They had like a mini showcase. They had a mini showcase. This is what they did. He flew out there to just get in there and circle jerk with Phil Ness. Nobody's playing anything. You see, I want to see. Look, nobody's playing games. They're taking pictures behind Xbox. Oh, yeah, they show games from the show, from what they showed on the video. Where are the people with the controllers?
They playing grab ass.
They're playing grab ass. This guy better not be patty caking anybody else. I don't see any. I want to see people playing games here. There we go. People playing games. Are they playing them on the adaptive controllers? What the hell's going on here? Is that adaptive controller demo? Holy shit. They're playing goddamn Minecraft. Who's going to fly? Who is going out to LA to play Minecraft? Who? You want to play the new shit? Who's playing fucking Minecraft? They got demo stations up of Minecraft. This is just.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy
Oh, no.
Spirit,
Oh, no.
activate. Holy
Sign
Spirit,
up at a fan fest.
activate.
They got Minecraft
Activate.
Station. There you
Activate.
go. There it is. There it is. Phil thinks he's goddamn WWE here. Look at this. So you want me? Look,
You're my number one
look at this
customer.
whole big ass stack of signatures here. This is getting. Dude, this is their video. This is not like this is what they're doing. They got a line of people with Phil Spencer signing autographs. And here's Matt Booty. Matt Booty, we found him. Here he is. Here he is. Now in this video, he's actually telling the guy, and we said this, he's telling him how far the games are. Ready? Let's see. So Matt Booty told him. Matt Booty told him, what the hell's going on here? Matt Booty said that these games are way off. He's like, so Matt Booty, you're telling me 2025? He's like, Matt Booty, so you're telling me 2022, 2025? Matt Booty's like, yep, I said about right. They're probably about, he's like, so 4 years out? Matt Booty's like, uh-huh. 4 years. You see these, you guys don't know, but these Xbox pillows, they had those Xbox pillows since day one. Xbox One, that I went to that event, and I went to that event that they had. The same Xbox pillows. I should have stole it. Look at this. What's this? They have a Redfall pamphlet? Holy shit. But this is what they think that's going to happen. No more patty cake. The 7 go. See? There you go. So they all sat in a room for a viewing. So they all sat here with their gamer tags on these jerseys. Probably had to pay like a pretty penny for that souvenir. And they sat there and watched the digital event on the screen. That's what people are thinking they're going to do this year. Twisted Six says they're still playing patty cake. I'm sorry, I derailed everything. I yelled over everybody, but like I can't believe what I'm seeing right here. I watched this video like 3 times already on this show, and I never saw them play patty cake before. But see, that's what they went out there and they watched the Starfield gameplay. Nobody played Starfield. Nobody played this demo. But they got to see games on it, and that's a way for them to avoid showing demos. Like they could just get you out there, have a Phil Spencer interaction show. He was hyping up Persona coming to Game Pass, and then just watch the showcase on the screen, the digital showcase. No live demos, no hands-on of new games, nothing. They're like, look, there it is. See? So this is what I think what they're gonna do. They save money because they only invite the people that they want. Oh, here's some stations in the back. I'm hoping. I don't remember anybody coming back and saying that they played anything new. And what's crazy, they shipped out people for, this is what it is. Look. There you go. Get in the crowd. There's not a big audience. Dude, this guy better not be playing patty cake anymore. There's the wall of controllers. Dude, you can't make this shit up. Here's the wall of controllers. Design your controller. It's Epcot of finesse. There's the wall of controllers. Anyway, that's crazy. Some fucking crazy shit.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play the make exclusive games and lie. To my face, thank you, Phil.
I am still trying. Fuck you, please let us compete. We are like four thorns. Let us compete. Let us compete, please. We are horrible at Microsoft. Let us compete.
My God.
Oh my God.
I know, you guys, I'm sorry. I just went into I saw red. I'm like, dude, that guy, I never saw that before. I never saw the guy playing patty cake in the background. of that video.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely insane. Taking it from this thing, so Sony is probably. You think Sony gonna? They saying Sony rumored to have some sort of showcase. I think they do. They got to show what the hell their first party's been working on. Not that they're due that we have no games, but they're due to kind of let what the next phase of Sony's releases are gonna be. So, do you think that Sony's gonna time their stuff around this thing?
If I was y'all, I wouldn't listen to anybody saying what Sony is going to do, because everybody thought Sony was gonna do a show last year.
They didn't do one. So
Yeah,
Sony
you're right.
like we on our time, nigga. We'll give you a state of play or something.
I don't know if they're gonna do a showcase. I hope they do, but I don't know.
I think they are gonna. I think they're gonna let loose. I think they really are just waiting until all this Activision shit is over with.
Yeah. Well,
Am
I
I
think
okay
it's
with
time.
it? Not really.
They had to get that VR shit out. Like they had to get
Not
that
really.
VR stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not okay with it, but at the same time, it depends how you look at it because they've been offering shit exactly what I want. You know what I'm saying? And that's without a show. So had plenty of games. They made plenty of deals to make sure that they had some exclusive games, even if it wasn't their own. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can't blame them. But do I want them to do a show?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Do you think? Here's another question. Josh has his. Do you think Sony will put Spider-Man with Starfield?
I mean,
I don't think they're.
Do we think? I don't think they worried about that game.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna affect. They're gonna launch it. Well, the last Spider-Man came out in September. I mean, if September's the month they want to launch it in, it's ready. I think they'll do it. They're not worried about none of this shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I think Sony got a lot of big stuff that they have not announced yet, and yeah, because we don't know any
I
of this
believe the
studios
same.
working on.
Yeah,
we don't know any of
I
this
believe the same. I think they got a lot of stuff in the chamber that they ain't say nothing about because they own a lot of studios, and we don't know what those studios are doing. Like you said, Jay.
Yeah, we have no clue. Like there's only been a couple studios that kept them afloat. Even Housemarque's new game. All these things like Housemarque's game, like even that stuff. Like I know that's probably a way off, but still, they.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish they would have made another Returnal or a sequel.
Well, I
or
want to
some-
see what they're doing with Studio Bender's doing. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in them, and also Corey Balrog's game too. What's that? Like now that God of War is done, now all hands on deck for his game that he's making. And then whatever's going on with Last of Us. Like, Last of Us, I think, I do think that they're missing out on the hype right now. I think they should have used, and I thought this as one of my predictions, I think in January, was like they should have used the ending of this show to announce a release date or a beta for Factions or something along those lines. Because, Last of Us is all over the place with this TV show and use that leverage to talk about new content coming to The Last of Us. So I'm surprised they missed that window. Without trying to hype up, unless that thing's not coming out until the end of the year. But, to try to talk about what's the next project in the Last of Us universe. I can see them creating the Last of Us universe in Factions and being like, hey, this is what's coming next to the Last of Us. You like this story? Now join us online for Factions, But I thought, but I guess it's not ready because I thought.
Yeah, Naughty Dog likes to take their time with their stuff, Yeah. Obviously, they're saying this project's gonna be biggest one they worked on yet. So,
yeah.
Let me ask y'all: do y'all think the game is gonna actually exceed the hype? Because I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I do
if
like
it's
the combat.
possible.
Like I think if they did it well, I just hope they don't monetize the shit out of it that making me not want to play it. That's what I'm hoping.
mean,
Service
the whole
the
point
hell
of
out
service
it.
games is for them to monetize.
I know.
So
I know.
I mean,
That's
everybody
what I'm
said they
worried
want the
about.
multiplayer. Oh, I want a multiplayer. Every multiplayer game that's popular has monetized the shit out of it. Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these games monetize the hell out of it.
Yeah.
This is the problem, though. The industry, man, this service stuff, there's not enough. What am I saying? People kind of pick it. What I'm saying is people pick one or two games and kind of just invest in them, and I just don't know with all these service games coming out if I don't know if the industry can support. It can't support all these games. So
You know, I understand completely what you're saying, and I think I've made this argument myself. Like you're fighting for people's time at that point.
right.
And honestly, the more games that come out, the easier it is to discard or just disregard, you know, certain games because dude, I got so much shit to play, like it's not a big deal for me. So, you know, that's going to be a challenge in itself and you know, I don't know if even like Naughty Dog's prestige would be enough to like totally push this in a direction where it's like super successful and they're able to monetize it to satisfaction.
Hmm. I don't know. I just don't know if they can do it. We'll see. But
We'll see if they do it. But yeah, you know, the last couple of things I had here was the I guess this is like par for the course now, but it's getting kind of ridiculous. But that Resident Evil demo, did you guys play it?
Nope.
I played it.
I purposely stayed away
Stay
from
away
it.
from it. Yeah, it's kind of
It's
very
so
short.
short. It's like 20 minutes. It ain't even. I mean, it give you enough to kind of see how the game is going to feel and how it's going to look.
But I have faith in Capcom. They
Capcom always.
great,
It looks great. It plays great on the PlayStation. I don't know about the Xbox.
Well, there it is. Yeah, so the frame rates are all over the kind of lower on Xbox. Resolution.
Of course, it is.
It's like
because you want me to explain to you why? Because I could explain. No, I could explain to you why.
Explain it, Jez.
Sony. No, sick. Yeah, explain it because I'm sure it has to do with
we need to figure
Sony
out.
money hatting everything, right?
That's what they're saying
No,
now.
I'm gonna tell you right now why. Because the Xbox is a piece of shit. That's why.
It's really not a great console.
It is a piece of shit, and they have fooled y'all that it's a lot
Ridiculous.
more powerful than what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people are looking at it like, oh, Sony must be paying them. No,
somebody has
Sony
to answer
made
for it.
a device
Not
where they talk to developers and ask the
Mhm.
developers what they wanted and how they can make things easier for them. And everything they did went into making development easy. It ain't Sony fault that their platform is just easier to develop for. That's man,
No.
come on. That they
You
went
know
out
what
of
they
their
were
way
saying?
I
to
think it's
make
so
that
streamlined for
thing.
gaming. It's streamlined more for
they're even
gaming.
it is. They're even saying things like, "Oh, Sony's paying for the Xbox version to run worse." On a
Yes.
game where Microsoft has the marketing rights and it's running worse, like what's that damn Atomic Hearts?
Sony's not paying for it.
This argument don't make sense. Devs are not going to sabotage their own game intentionally.
Exactly.
I
They're
mean-
going to take the time to run. First off, yeah, they're not going to sabotage. They're not going to say, "Hey, let's run this game worse on Xbox because we don't we hate them over there."
They
No,
didn't do that. Come on, man.
No.
We know.
But the thing is that I think like what Sick was saying, they built this system with the developers in mind, not the
You're my number one customer.
The tropes and what
Right.
Twitter wanted. They made it what the developers wanted, and I think they made a
Right.
console with the software and the hardware that's
Fast
much more
GPU.
streamlined and GPU that definitely is easier to optimize for. Nonetheless, I'm sure they get a little bit more attention because they are destroyed. They are really 70 to 30%. Like there's really the market and the mind share out there. You know, they're gonna probably run a couple more extra tests on the one that has a
No.
penetration. I'm telling you.
Jazz, that's a cop out.
Nah,
The PlayStation is just a superior piece of technology, and it's designed. I watched the video with NX Gamer was on a podcast with Moore's Law is Dead, and he said the PlayStation pushes more geometry than Xbox. It's a more well-designed console than it's just a better piece of hardware. It's designed to play games and develop games on. That's what it's
But
for.
there is a lead platform for development, and that usually
But that
goes
doesn't
to-
listen. There's
what they're gonna
lead. Right, there's a lead platform, but that's an excuse. That's not giving Mark Cerny credit when he said all the stuff. He said it, and he showed that the hardware's doing what he said it was going to do.
Yep.
So if you look at all you have to do is if you just look at these two consoles, the specs. I'm not talking about those teraflops. Look at the split RAM configuration. That's the bottleneck. The PlayStation has a faster GPU, a faster SSD, and much better decompression technology. It's a hardware decompression, which is cracking.
Yep.
The PlayStation is it has no bottlenecks. That's what Mark Cerny talked about. There are no bottlenecks on this console. So it's designed to play games. Saying stuff like PlayStation's the lead platform, so they're going to test it more on that platform. That's a cop. I think that's a little bit of a cop out. Just give them credit for just making a better piece of hardware.
But that's
Xbox
right.
made a console that had some bottlenecks.
The lead platform just happened to be the best platform too. No, and I'm not taking away that the technology here. I think that I think the PlayStation was built for making games, where Xbox had all other alternatives that I think.
He even talked about this. You know what you talked about, the server blades and stuff.
Yeah,
like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like Microsoft had a different purpose.
He talked about that too, and he did say that the chip for the Xbox is designed to run multiple instances of the game in the cloud. They did not build a console specifically for gaming.
Exactly.
It was built for cloud gaming. It was built for all this other bullshit. It's their fault. They made it.
Shit that ain't. It's built for.
It's
all
built
the shit
for
that
them. It's not built for
right
us. It's not built for the developers, obviously, because they're not. And it's all.
What developer would ask for a split RAM pool?
What developer asked for the Series S?
Nobody.
What developer asked for the Series X?
Yeah.
Yes.
What developer wants a weaker platform as they go into the next generation? The whole reason why you're going into the next generation is to get better hardware, not worse hardware
and you know
next generation.
You know what, too? If you watch a lot of these analysis, right? When the Xbox starts dipping, the frames start dropping crazy, the Series S does the exact same thing.
Yeah, they both share in the same
spots.
Yeah.
They both are just dog shit pieces of hardware.
You know, it's funny.
I mean, and the Series S is just way worse.
It's like going from like, hey, I got a 3090 Ti, and I'm going to go get the 4010. Wait a second. I'm upgrading, and that's exactly like in real world terms, like in gaming terms, it's like you walking around with a 3090. I got a 3090 Ti. Oh yeah, and then the next graphics card you get is the 4030 or something like that, like the low end next gen card. And you're gonna go around going, I upgraded my rig. I went from a 3090 Ti to the 4050. Woohoo!
Bro, and what about them? I mean, they went with this slower. They went with this slower Gen 3 SSD.
Well, that's why it's the 450. Is like who does that? Who upgrades the 3090 Ti X gen, the highest end of the previous generation, to the lowest end of the next generation? Like, who does that?
Funny when they sent that shit to Mighty Keith. I'm like, what the fuck is he gonna do with that? Like, he already got a PC. Like, it don't even make sense for you to say it.
Like, that was on a 4030. Like, exactly.
Oh my god!
Like, who's upgrading to that shit? So, like, as developers, like, if you're a development studio, it's like, hey guys, we optimized our game for the 3090. Next game is gonna be optimized for the 410, the 4030.
So also. And then on top of that, look, the prices on those damn memory cards is not going down.
Oh, it's not, dude. And yeah, they're finally getting called out too. Finally, it took them long enough.
Windows Central's calling them out.
Finally,
when they was the one who wrote. When they wrote an article saying that the Microsoft in the beginning of the generation, remember that bullshit article they wrote that said Microsoft's solution was better?
Yep. Sony got a problem.
Now they're backtracking. Yeah. You can get a Gen 2. You can get a Gen 2 PCIe Express. M.2 SSD, not a great. I mean, you can get them as low as $120 now for a 2 terabyte.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
So I mean,
I got like $190 for one with a heatsink, 2 terabyte.
Yeah,
they're at $400 still. and know what else though? There was slander in the article because it's like the one thing that Sony did right. I'm like, the one thing, bootleg Jez, get the fuck. The one thing,
man.
You mean everything that they did right? What the hell are you talking about?
They made so many bad choices with the Xbox. Same OS, proprietary memory cards, split RAM pool, slower GPU with more CUs that you can't issue instructions to. It's harder to issue instructions to. Devs have said it. This GPU, it's got more CUs. Okay, but you got to issue instructions to all these compute units. That is more work.
Exactly.
They didn't design a console for gaming.
That's right. The Game Night 123 goes, are you guys canceling your Resident Evil 4 pre-orders because of 3 frames? Like that one Xbox guy did? Dude, that one
it
Xbox
ain't no 3 frames either. It ain't 3 frames, but that shit dipping like crazy.
He's a clown. Dude, I'm telling you,
hey, look, D-Batch is doing analysis now. He's saying that
Jesus.
he's doing his own I haven't watched his video, but somebody I don't even you know what's crazy? I don't even
he
follow
said Assassin's Creed is running at 60 frames for
listen,
a year and a half.
I don't
on the
even
X.
follow some of these people, but somehow or another people are retweeting.
It's the stupid Twitter.
And he's doing his own analysis tools. He claimed he got the same tools as Digital Foundry, and he's saying that the Xbox version running better. Go figure.
He got the same.
You can't make this shit up, man.
He didn't believe that. He also believed there are Richard Simmons Jr.'s running around.
Yeah, this. But no, seriously though, it's you know what though? We're
the Canadian
I don't
con
know.
man. Is that what they called him?
I don't know what's gonna. I don't know, man.
Somebody calls
this
him the
Xbox
Canadian con man. I don't know what that he's called.
You have me
right. That's what they call him.
Con
That's what they call him.
thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
He said that the game runs better on the Xbox.
On the Xbox, he said it's running a higher resolution. He's talking about the frames is better. I mean, he running his own analysis with his own tools.
And then he got discredited already because like they said, no, the frame rate, because he was like, I think that the resolution is a bit higher on the Xbox. I think that the resolution is a bit higher on the Xbox and lesser on the PlayStation, but the PlayStation is running at a better, more frames per second. And then it comes out, and then Digital Foundry goes, they're the same resolution, the same shit. What the hell are you talking about? Where is it? Man, I had it on. I don't think I saved it, man, because I just saw that and I rolled my eyes. I'm like, oh, not him again.
Why would you ever think that you actually have to do good for people who will lie for you?
Dude, exactly. You don't got to give them. You don't got to give them good hardware. You don't have to give them games. Let me tell you something. Else. Let me give you a little inside secret, Jess. I mean, a specific company that I work for was pushing this Xbox, right? And this all access program, right?
Yep.
Man, that shit didn't turn out good. So, pretty much you could only sell the Xbox with the all access program, but they realized that shit wasn't working out. Nobody was getting approved and nobody was trying to buy it, because you got to spend more money. So now they're just selling it. They're just selling the console. You don't have to get Game Pass
fire
no more.
sale.
You don't got to get the Game Pass subscription no more.
That's it.
So
yeah, that's $150, and then the other one. Yeah, right.
Nah, so maybe Microsoft got it right. The people.
Do you have the tweet link?
Xboxes are broke.
The tweet about what?
About
D-Bat stuff? I don't follow that clown. Let me see. I might be able to find it, but let me see.
Oh my god.
That shit didn't translate. Nobody wasn't getting that shit, man.
Nobody wants to. I saw it at Best Buy. I saw a wall of them in the back room, like of Series X's.
Are you really gonna taint your credit for a fucking Xbox? Are you kidding me? Fuck out of here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
I mean, dude, if you can't afford a $400 console, bruh, you got bigger issues.
Yeah.
Dog.
I'm gonna send you. Where you want me to send it to you, Jess? To Twitter.
Just direct DM it or something like that. I want to see if there's somebody has the before and after, because it was funny. Because I think the resolutions is higher. Oh my god!
Why would he have to think if he got tools that's telling?
He got tools.
He got tools.
Man,
he got a goddamn Fisher Price plastic tool set.
I sent it to you, Jess. His tools are fucked. Because if you watch this, if you look at the video, why the frame rate go from a flat line all the way up to?
Where's his tools?
You gonna put it up there?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. What's his tools? I've been comparing the PS5 and X frame rates and resolution, still going through the numbers, but the PS5 seems to get higher frames per second. However, it's running lower resolution that's noticeably compared to the Series X. That's where he got wrong.
Still going through the numbers.
He says the PS5 has worse image quality in frame rate mode with ray tracing off. Not sure what people are saying. Where is it? Oh my god, he got his.
Oh my god,
wait
man.
a second. And then people go, I agree with you. Wait a second. The PS5 is blurry. Where? When the? Oh, see, but I don't have the people like showing Digital Foundry's thing on it. Where is it? This early comparison. Oh my god, he is trying to do Digital Foundry. He's doing. He got the tools.
Yo, this is, man. You know what though? Like this shit.
Wait, I gotta find that. the way they did this.
The links that these dudes would go to, man, it's.
There was something because then they had. I gotta find the Digital Foundry thing. Oh my god, where's all the Digital Foundry thing?
He tired of Digital Foundry shitting on Xbox.
There's somebody,
so now he gotta
NXG
make up some
somebody.
shit.
They said, I think it was RE for demo compare. Hold on. Is this the one? Who's this?
Which one are you looking for?
Here we go. Look. So this is who's this? This is Annalisa D-Bits. Who's that?
I don't even know who that is.
Annalisa.
Oh, that's that Spanish website.
Yeah, they just
YouTube?
play. They just play it. They don't have any commentary. That's why I usually watch their stuff because they. Just
I like their
play
stuff
it.
because they don't
just
yeah.
play it and just don't say anything.
And then they put the information like resolution, frames.
He
and stuff
says
down
the
bottom.
resolution. Let's see. It's blurrier on my screen. Well, actually, as it goes, we got the description right here. Here it is. So we got the resolution mode on the Series S is 1440p at 40 frames, and about 40 frames. Performance mode is 1080p 60. The Series X, and I would probably guarantee you that if Resident Evil 4 was on the Xbox Series X, I bet you it'll be like 1440p 30. I mean 4K 30. I wonder if that would be the truth there. Series X resolution is 2160p at around 60 frames. Performance mode is dynamic 2160p at 60 frames. PlayStation, the same thing. 2160 at around 60 frames. So I think Zaire says it. His lying eyes.
Yeah, but if you watch the video, that Xbox version was dropping a lot of frames.
Oh yeah, it's about that thing. Yeah.
And it's consistent. This has been consistent this whole generation. The Xbox, for some reason, struggles with frame rates. I don't know, man.
My lying eyes. I don't tell you. Zaya's got a field day with that.
I don't trust nothing that D-Bat says.
Oh,
I
come
wouldn't
on.
trust
He was.
nothing.
I remember listening to him on when he was with the 720, next gen 720's podcast, and he was talking about how he talked to some dude. He talked to some guy and told him he couldn't say who it was, but somebody told him that Assassin's Creed was going to be 60 frames per second on
4K 60 on the
on the 1X.
On the 1X.
Yeah.
On the 1X, dude.
Let me ask you a question.
You remember that shit? I remember that.
Yeah.
Why is Capcom putting Resident Evil on the PS4 but not putting it on the Xbox One or the
Why?
Because
or
who's
the
gonna fucking buy it.
Nobody.
and Street Fighter's not
because of
coming.
mindshare.
Ain't nobody
And
got
Street
time for
Fighter
that.
and Street Fighter is not coming to the Xbox One either, but it's coming to PS4. That's odd.
Yeah, a lot of
I
games are coming to
mean,
PS4 because it says you
Once you find out that Sony owns Capcom and Square Enix, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's two things. Let's see. I got some super chats here. Let's see. I got one more here. Twisted Sync with the 5. He goes, Microsoft following PS3's footsteps with a split RAM. I guess they forgot about third parties hated that. Yeah, they put it in the stupid thing. Well, it's in the S, but the problem is they got to make the S. And like what Link was saying, the issues that you're seeing with the Series X are similar in the Series S. And we said it's not the PS5 and Series X are having drops. It's the Xbox family. All the series share the same trash. Like it's in the same Xbox family. It's not cross-gen. It's like, oh, they're having trouble with these next-gen consoles. No, they're not. They're doing fine with the PS5. It's the Xbox Series. That whole series.
It's the Xbox that's holding the generation back. It ain't
Xbox
PlayStation
that's having the issues. The hitches that are in the Series X and the X.
Did you?
The S.
There was I think it was Wolong.
It is in the X twist. That's what I mean. That the X and S are sharing issues.
Man, look, Wolong comparison. I watched a little bit of Digital Foundry, and at one point the Xbox version dropped.
This saying the X has split memory. That is split memory too?
No, it does too. Yes,
It does. They both
of them do.
It does? I thought it was
That's
only
why I
booster.
told you. Wait. Why do you
You didn't
think
know
I
that?
keep saying both of them are a piece of shit? Dude?
Oh my
It's
god!
not just one.
It ain't just both of them. The Xbox Series S just has less RAM, but it's both split.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit,
Oh
activate.
man, that Phil Ness
Holy Spirit,
blinding my
activate.
eyes.
Activate. Activate.
Till Phil told me it wasn't. Holy shit! All right, no Phil Ness there. It is trash. Holy crap! I can't believe with that split bullshit.
Yeah, so the Xbox, it's got like, I think 10 of it's like one speed and 6 is another speed. It's like something ridiculous.
Yeah, there it
dumb
is.
shit.
Here it is. Oh my goodness, that Phil Ness Series X dumb 10 plus 6 gigabyte memory configuration isn't as dumb as you think. This was capping 3 years ago. Okay, this must be D-Batch's article. Let's see. So a couple of things. So this is what they got right here. Let me see if I can see that versus PS5.
What you looking at memory?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the memory thing, but you're right.
Yeah.
The memory that could be why these hitches and shit are all.
It's got 10 gigs of fast
Yes,
RAM,
and
and
it's
it's got
6
6
of
gigs of slower RAM. The PlayStation has 16 gigs of RAM at the same speed. It's not quite as fast as the fast RAM on the Xbox.
Okay.
But the problem is the Xbox only had 10 gigs of that fast RAM.
Here it is. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here it is. I got so.
You didn't know that, Jess?
I didn't realize that the X had the split RAM. I thought there was only.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
thought it
it's
was
still
only booster.
No.
Well, that explains a lot more things then. That's why they're sharing the same issues. And also, it's not designed to play games anyway. That's another.
They're
thing.
sharing the same issues because it's a piece of crap.
Here it is, the memory
Period.
stuff. So the high bandwidth memory. See, again, the technical shit, I'm just like, it is what it is. I just know the PS5 is built to play games because they run great on that thing and it's made to play games. Xbox has other alternative uses for their console. Both consoles come with 16 gigabytes of RAM, but differ their bus size. The Series X has a 320-bit bus, while the PS5 has a 256-bit bus. Deltas! Nah. In terms of memory bandwidth, the PS5 can deliver 448 gigabytes in total. For the Series X, the memory uses a different scheme. The Series X allocates 10 gigabytes of its memory for the GPU, 3.5 gigabytes for standard memory, and 2.5 gigabytes is reserved for that trash-ass operating system that they don't update at all. The bandwidth for the 10 gigabyte GDR is 560 gigabytes, while the remaining 6 is 366. There it is. So they're two different speeds. So you got
right there is a bottleneck.
There's a bottleneck right there. So you got and look what it's reserved for. It's reserved for that trash ass operating system. Whereas Sony has a unified bus that has the same amount of memory, even it may be a little slower, but still it's consistently at the same time. It's not a high and a low. So there you go.
Yep. Exactly. So
it tries to compensate that link when it finishes the last sentence. It says it tries to compensate that it's optimization for graphics memory, which makes it so fast. So basically, they're trying to use that brute force type push, which why you would see these performance hitches, because it's trying just to it's trying to offset the bottleneck with the extra teraflops, and that doesn't work that way. It's not,
and it would also too. Microsoft touted this amazing feature called direct storage. Remember that, Jizz? Direct storage uses the GPU to decompress assets and shit like that instead of using the CPU.
Yes.
The PlayStation has a dedicated hardware decompression. It's not using the GPU to decompress files and decompress data. The Xbox is a fucking bottleneck in itself.
Yep, it is.
Point blank simple. Microsoft used all these buzzwords and created all this hype around all these features. Direct storage is not, honestly, you're using your GPU to do decompression is not as efficient as using your CPU, but you bypass. Anyway, all I'm saying is they made it sound good, but until GPUs are created with a hardware component to decompress data, which the Xbox does not have, the shit is a fucking bottleneck.
They said it's for quick resume. Oh, that trash.
Yeah,
Where is quick resume? They got nothing to
that
resume.
damn
That's the
console.
problem.
This ain't no fanboy shit. This is just
this is technical.
developers have been saying it.
Yeah.
You got tech
And
people
there's
like
less.
NX Gamer that's saying it.
It's less
This
on the Series S.
console is not designed as well as the PlayStation. That's just what it is.
And there's less on the Series S, which makes it even worse. So it's split lower.
And look at the speed on that damn RAM on that Series S. That shit is slow as crap.
That is slow. That I knew about.
Imagine
the
developing a game and needing 14 gigs of RAM.
And you only got 10 and 2. And how much is in the Series S? Is it 10?
8.
How many gigs? Isn't it 10? No, it's 10 gigs, but I think 8 of it's for games.
Oh, the Series S
Like
was announced for this thing. Hold on, let me see.
Look at the clock on that RAM. Look at the speed of it compared to what's in the Series X or the PlayStation.
It has let's look at the RAM. It has the Series S has 10 gigabytes of RAM and 8 are running. So yeah, I thought it was 8. So it's 8. 8 are running at 244. And
look at the speed of that 2 gigabytes.
There you go. So this is the booster. So the Series S ships with 10 gigabytes of RAM, so not 16, and 8 are available at 224, and the other is used at 2 gigabytes at 56. Oh,
56 gigabyte. Listen, man. So the RAM is like less than half the speed. Like, it's like half the speed of the PlayStation.
Look at that drop. 224 to 56. Dude, that puts the bottle in bottleneck.
Man, listen, Jason Ronald need to be hanged, man.
Dude.
That dude, this is what they tried to do. They thought that they were going to make this bullshit ass console and force developers to create parity.
Let me just see what the
right. The devs are gonna be like, nah, we just not gonna make this shit for the Xbox.
Yeah, but I think I think the design of this is exactly for another purpose, to make these things for servers and stuff. Like having, why would you have
I don't
RAM,
think on the Series S, not the Series S.
Both of them, I'm telling you, both of them are made for some bullshit server blade shit. Like they're made to
I think that
multitask.
Series S was made for the Game Pass.
In regards to what? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know what.
Have you ever been in a server room, Jazz? Do you know what it takes to run a server? It ain't these little bullshit ass Xboxes. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, they're gonna be powering something. They're not powering this thing. I'm saying that they're in there serving, but they're gonna have other computers controlling that. There's gonna be like just empty trash boxes. They're not gonna do anything with this stuff.
The simple fact is they made a mistake in developing what they developed.
But why would he do that again if RAM was an issue with the Xbox One?
Because their main goal is not to make game development easier. That's not what they're trying to do.
You're telling them to sabotage and everything, like Michael Pachter said.
Honestly, I think they knew what they knew what Sony had, right? They knew exactly how Sony's system was going to outperform theirs. They knew the different features that were going to be better. And they said, okay, well, let's throw a monkey wrench in this shit. And let's make sure that they can never fully utilize it because of this bullshit that we got.
Here's something for you guys. The One X uses 12 gigabytes of GDR5 RAM at a bandwidth of 326.
I told you the RAM in the One X is
they
faster than the RAM in that
server
series.
blade too, huh?
Look at is the RAM in the
first.
Is the RAM in the One X faster than that RAM in the Series S?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Yep, it is. That's why I said they got rid of that thing real fast.
That's why they got rid. Listen, man. That's why if you look, if they are making a game on the One X, it's running at a higher resolution than that Series S.
That's why they got rid of it. The $300 One X was the best Xbox that you couldn't buy. That's the God honest truth. I'm telling you, the One X at $300 when they got that thing out of there was the best Xbox, and you couldn't even get it because they got rid of it.
They would have been smarter to just take the One X and put a faster CPU in it than to make that dog shit at Series S. That Series S is dog shit, and it's fucking up game development. And these devs, this is what's going to happen, man, because they're not. See, this is the thing. Microsoft don't have a lot of leverage because they're not selling games. So what you're gonna start seeing, I said this a long time ago, you're gonna start seeing devs just not even put the fucking game on the Xbox. Because Microsoft had this parity clause where the game has to be feature complete on the Series S and X. Well, if they can't get the game running on the S, they can't put it out on the X. So what's going to happen is they're just going to put it out on PlayStation and worry about Xbox later. And you're going to start to see it as we start dropping the last gen. As these games stop being cross-gen, you're going to start seeing devs struggle to get these games to run on the Series S. I mean, and if their games aren't selling over there, I mean, what's going to be the point? What's going to be the incentive to make an Xbox version if you're not getting sales and the hardware is not good?
Yeah.
I mean,
Xbox is trash, and we don't
did it
need
on
to
purpose,
applaud
dude.
them for anything. We don't need to applaud them.
No, man, they don't. That's what I mean. When people applaud them, I'm like, what are you applauding for?
And people who are saying if Microsoft exits the console business is bad for the industry because we need competition, they aren't competing now. They weren't competing last generation.
Let us take video games off of other platforms. We'll be competing.
That's why. They can't. Because remember, they were trying to be like, well, the multi-plat games are going to play best. Well, they're not. So you don't have that.
They're not.
You don't have exclusives. Like, remember?
Hey, Sig, remember before the generation started when we found out, when Mark Cerny did the road to PlayStation? I feel like you said this shit ain't going to go the way people think it's going to go when it comes. Because they were talking about that 12 teraflops and all this stuff. And you were saying this shit ain't going to go the way people think it's going to go with the better version of multiplayer. I remember that.
Yep.
I mean,
it was me and Captain Thug Nasty, bro. We was literally having conversations about this shit in the DM. I was like, bro, do you see what the fuck they putting out here? I was like, I don't know, bro. The stuff that they showing with the Xbox, bro, it's just not seen. It doesn't
they can show
appear
anything,
that they put in
dude.
much.
Remember, they were
crazy.
Assassin's Creed gameplay was like, oh, that's the first next gen gameplay.
Which console did Assassin's Creed run better on?
Yeah, exactly. That was.
And which one was missing? Remember when Digital Foundry every game that was missing shit,
dude. That's when
was
the
a
tools
bug.
started.
Oh, did you see where the foliage? The Xbox version was missing, completely missing foliage, and they kept saying, "Oh, it must be the tools."
It's the tools, dude. Oh, and then it was that happened that I showed the video of the photos of this, but like. Then it was like, oh, well, they had the PlayStation dev kit sooner, and the Xbox ones, they were waiting for the RDNA 2.5 baked on a chip bullshit tools. And that's what they said. And then 3 years later, they still suck.
Nah. They said exactly what you said, but then they turned around and told you to wait for the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're my number one customer.
The tool's going to be another series console.
No. But they also wanted to convince you that the PlayStation was half-baked. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't talking about I'm not just talking about
Sick,
I remember all this stuff.
But
I remember
RDNA shit. I ain't just talking about
Sick,
that.
you're right. They said it was rushed to the They said that the PS5 was rushed. It was going to overheat because their CPUs will have to run faster than the Xbox ones that are just consistent. And then they said that was going to overheat.
Didn't listen to Mark Cerny at all.
What's crazy is that it changed the narrative because you're right. At launch, they said that the PS5 was rushed out, but the delay of the PlayStation before, because remember, they announced the Series X before that, PlayStation was afraid of the 12 teraflops, and PlayStation was behind. That's why they didn't show the PS5 until later. Those were all lies. Those were all bullshit just to say like that the PlayStation wasn't ready. They were trying to get that W by making it look like PlayStation was inept for the next generation or wasn't prepared. And
what about the guy who got tired of hearing bad news about Xbox?
Dust Golem? Dust Golem.
I'm just gonna lie on the PlayStation. Like fuck it.
Yeah, just straight up lie.
He said he was tired of hearing negative Xbox news. Remember that?
SaintU.com says, Jez, search 512 PS5 OS RAM. Cerny knows his stuff. So I'm looking. What is the 512? Where is it? PlayStation has additional 512 megabytes of DDR4 RAM for its OS. Great video by Red Tech Gaming. So it's saying that the PS5, it's not splitting their RAM for games. They actually have RAM dedicated to something that's outside of games. Oh, yeah, I remember this video. Jesus.
Be, say, a larger L2 block or something like that. Who
Where
knows?
is it? He says
Other,
it here.
I'm willing to bet you Starfield is going to look terrible
and
on
we can see various
Xbox
other
One
chips
X
on this system.
and the One S.
Yeah, it's going to look good on PC. It's a PC game. Kyle Yuga says Starfield on the Series S is going to look like dog shit. Oh, hell yeah, it's going to look like, yeah. That game is made for Steam. All right, that's where its success is going to be. It is not.
You're my number
Steam
one
and
customer.
the mod community are going to eat that game up, no matter how bad or how good it is. And the console dudes are going to try it out on Game Pass and call it a day. This thing is not going to. I think the one thing that maybe they bundle this with Xboxes. Maybe they'll bundle it because I don't think this is going to move consoles the way people think like a Halo or something moves a console. This is a new IP, and this is something that it's not really a console game. It's going to be PC Steam. That's where success is going to be. Not this guy. I don't know. That's what it said about the RAM. But anyway. But yeah, that's interesting with the whole RAM stuff. But yeah, now I see why all that shit's trash. But yeah, I thought it was just booster. But now Series X, they're going to fix it. I said they're going to fix. The tools are going to come, and it's going to be another Series console. That's what it is. The tools, they're going to go sick. They can go, we heard you. It has arrived. The Series S2. We heard you. We fixed. The tools are coming with it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get some type of trade-in deal.
Yep.
And it's still gonna be fucked off.
Oh, it will be because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do some.
See, the problem is, let me tell you what the biggest issue with that is, and why that would be terrible for them to even do. Honestly, it's like you might as well just wait to next gen. Is you're gonna now have people who actually own the Series S.
I know.
And you're gonna have people who feel like, yo, why do I have to upgrade?
Well, then they go buy a
Why
PlayStation
do I
5 and
have
they
to
lose them.
switch? No, they're gonna be like, why do I have to switch to a different console just to play the games that are already on your console? I mean, because not everybody's gonna fall for the you can stream this. They're gonna be like, stream it? What the hell are you talking about? No,
Yeah, I think
because that's what I would
they're
say.
gonna do. Because you can stream it now.
Nah, most people don't have really good internet, and
it's
that's
not
what
reliable.
sucks about the situation. And even if you do have good internet, there's still a possibility that you might have a bad experience because utilization is a thing.
Yep.
Overutilization is a thing. There's many things that can affect your internet connection, and people are just not gonna have a good time. I mean, and it's just like now you're telling me I gotta go buy a whole nother console if I want to play these games natively. You didn't say that when I purchased that this console was going to be so underwhelming that I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I mean, it is what it is,
Well,
man.
they did
Right
it with
now,
the One X, dude. They killed that thing in 2.5 years after they hyped it up almost like a second coming of consoles, and it died 2.5 years before they came and show a game on it.
yeah, the difference is though it came in the middle of the gen.
Wow.
It came in the middle, close to the end of the gen.
They acted like it was a brand new console. They had a whole international launch.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. They do a lot of acting.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
why people aren't falling for it. The thing is, the consumers aren't as stupid as we believe that they are.
Oh, they
Don't get me
believe that
wrong.
they are.
Xbox gamers are stupid as hell.
Oh yeah.
They are some
I
fucking
would not fly to
morons.
LA to go see Phil Spencer and watch a TV screen with no games.
Yeah, they are some morons, but the rest of the population is smart enough to know, like, dude, you got people going and buy fucking PlayStations for fucking what's that game? Harry Potter? I mean, Hogwarts?
Yeah, Hogwarts, yeah.
Like people who don't even play consoles, but they're like, yo, let me go pick up a PlayStation. When people talk about gaming, you very rarely hear them ever speak about Xbox. And when
yeah.
they speak about Xbox, they just telling you how cheap Xbox is.
Yeah, oh, it's cheap. Save my family. Yeah.
Yeah, Game Pass.
Game Pass.
So,
I
yeah,
could go out and get dinner now for my family because of Game Pass. Like, dude,
it's
it's like my family can eat McDonald's, just like
Yo,
Michael
yeah,
Pachter said.
that-
Michael Pachter said McDonald's saved
You know-
the restaurant industry.
Yeah, you guys just put me up on something I didn't even know about. What you guys was talking about the RAM on the PlayStation. I didn't know about that extra 512 megs for the operating system, like a different RAM for the operating system.
And that's a new
Mark
operating system.
Cerny was a damn genius. You said what now?
But it's a new operating system. Xbox is running that old ass one. That
Yeah,
was on
yeah.
the
But what I'm
series,
saying is,
on the-
PlayStation has 512 megabytes of RAM set aside just to run the operating system on the PlayStation. So it's not having to share RAM with the game. See, the Xbox is a piece of shit, man.
They're taking the RAM that's available for gaming
And using
they
it for
did
gaming.
The same shit with the ES RAM. The same thing. The ES RAM was reserved for some bullshit, and then they used the APIs to update to make some of that RAM available. And actually, most of that RAM was set up for Kinect. They had RAM tied away for Kinect to run,
and nobody wanted it. And as soon as they took Kinect out of the box, they opened up the APIs. I remember that's the reason why it was 1080p and 900p was because Kinect was taking those resolution, those P's away from us. And
well, let me ask
Kinect
you a question.
was out of the box, they were going to put it back.
Yeah.
The P's will come back, and they never did. Even when Kinect was out of the box. They lies.
Well,
but
yeah, man,
it is what it is.
It's gonna get worse.
I gotta get onto my VR before the night's over. But
I
want
yeah.
to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, Link, Frog. Oh shit, Frogs is here. Frogs. I thought you.
Frogs are here for a long time. Yeah.
I'll talk to him on the console. But yo, Sick. Thanks again. Tell them where they go. Are you doing a stream tomorrow morning? You doing a video tomorrow or nah? Sick. You doing a podcast tomorrow morning? Shit, they got him.
I don't know where Sick is.
They got him with the split ram.
They got him.
All right, Link. Well, you follow Link over on the Twitters, and I want to thank everybody for coming on. Yeah, it was thanks for not making me talk to myself for 3 hours, but it was an awesome show. I want to thank over 300 people. Hit that like button, everybody. Share it out. Thank you again to the 2,000 subs. We hit it, and we're gonna keep on growing at the Grindhouse. And yeah, stay here for PAX coverage, PAX East. I'm not gonna be over there watching videos. I'm gonna be playing games. All right, so. And try to see it. Hopefully the lines are not too long, but I'm definitely gonna be trying to get hands on games over there and check out the coverage there. I'll be doing that. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll see if anything comes up this week. Maybe do a Grinds Bite, but otherwise I'm gonna do some streams of some games. I got some new streaming kit here to for some good mic stuff, so I can stream from my PlayStation with a good mic. So I want to thank everybody again. Hit that like button. Shout out to all the VIP grinders. Keep it locked here. And thanks, Sick. Thanks, Link. And thanks, Frogs, for coming on. Good night, everybody. And we're going to be playing a wonderful Phil Ness. It's a doubleheader for Phil Ness tonight. And now the final song for Phil at FanFest.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play and make exclusive games and lie. To my face, thank you, Phil.
It's raw, Melissa!
Yes, Chef.
It's raw, come on! Where's
Yes, Chef.
the lamb sauce?
Good night, everybody. See you later. Grinds out.
I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. I'ma make it burn. Let's go. I'ma make it burn. 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 I'ma make it burn.
What happened?
And so everything that we are doing with our content.
Sati,
with
interrupt my
our,
song.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. Games are coming fast.
Good night, Grinders.
12 minutes and 80.
Rita's wedding song in the house.
And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a Requiem. What to play first?